That's okay. Yeah, I've been fired, folks.
That was hilarious. They're sitting there, they're trying not to laugh. They're like covering their faces up. Oh my god, that was funny.
Thank you. But hey there, folks. Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday night. I'm joined with one of my dear friends, Fabio, Danger Powers.
Yes.
And yeah, hope everyone is doing well. Oh, thank you, Lucas. Harry Potter game actually wasn't too bad. There were some frustrating parts, in particular playing chess, which was annoying because I'm not good at chess, and at least the way they're playing it, the game. But
Yeah, I was I haven't finished it yet, but I started watching. I was kind of surprised you got that one, but I was like, cool. I remember when that game came out.
yeah, I never played it before, and it's been forever since I played a PS1 game, so it definitely took me back.
I'm not sure if I have that one or not. I have Chamber of Secrets for the GameCube, but I don't think I have the first one.
Hmm.
And that one's hard. The Chamber of Secrets game is hard.
Oh, okay. But Sorcerer's, it was fun. Overall, it was fun. It was a fun game.
Cool.
But hey there, Lucas, Marcus, Chaz, a Tenchi fan. Hope everyone's doing well. Premier and everyone, Hobble One, hello there. So, what PS1 games did you grow up with?
Well, when I got it, it was a gift from our neighbor. She gave it to me for Christmas. I think Christmas one year. The demo disc I used to play a lot. I forget which one it. I still have it. I just don't remember which one it was off the top of my head. But that one was one I always played quite a bit. Of course, Siphon Filter 1 and 2, because those were huge games back in the day. Medal of Honor Underground, Crash Team Racing, Crash Bash, Cool Borders 2. I still play that one quite a bit. NASCAR 98, which I don't care what anyone says, is the greatest NASCAR game ever. The early Tony Hawk games, there was a bunch because that was the hot system growing up. So that was the one that everybody had, and we would play all the time and stuff. So, and I still play I have the PlayStation 2, so I still play a lot of those games all the time. I don't care how shitty they look on modern TVs and stuff. It doesn't get any better than that.
Hey there, Libercast and DJ, and Alex, you played Gran Turismo. So, what was it about that NASCAR game that made it special? I never played the NASCAR games.
The soundtrack number one, because it had Molly
Really?
Hatchet and all these other great songs on there. And I remember a friend of mine had it, and we used to play it all the time, just nonstop. And I still play it. I have it. I still play that all the time. But I think it was the first one that came out on PlayStation, if I remember correctly. But the soundtrack was good. The design was good. All the tracks and stuff on there were pretty good. So some of the other NASCAR games are cool too, but just 98 was the best one.
Very cool.
Yeah, I played DJ. I played
Chamber of Secrets.
Chamber of Secrets, and I was going to say Philosopher's Stone because that's what they call it in Europe. In America, they call it the Sorcerer's Stone. I played the first two. That was it. I don't think I played any after that.
Lucas, not yet. I gotta look at my list, but we'll let people know soon what the next game will be. I gotta look at the list of what came first. But yeah, thank you. And I don't care about the Odyssey. Didn't see it. Don't care.
Neither do I. I don't give a shit. I don't care who's in it. What I don't care. I just get over it.
Exactly. And hey, Motionless Zombie, and I like both Silent Hill games. I think they're both really good. So
I haven't played the first one since it came out.
It's definitely worth a replay. I think you'll still enjoy it.
Yeah, but I'm not paying $80 for it.
That's the sad thing. If they had like a good physical re-release, that would be nice. But that ain't the case.
I'm surprised they haven't done that for at least the first one.
And thank you, Ouija. Good to see you guys. The minecart level from Harry Potter was frustrating to watch. Keep up the great work. Yeah, the bank where you have to get the money and you're swinging around. That I hate that fucking part. I just save stated throughout the whole thing, and it still took me like 20. I hate that fucking part. I hate that fucking part. The controls were so ass. I'm like, just give me the fucking money. I'm not here to do a fucking bank loan and then slippery slide on the ice to get some fucking paper to just get into the fucking bank loan. Hate that shit. But that I hated. That was the worst part of the game for me. But and Chandler, I did review Obsession. The reviews on the channel. Sure. I'd be happy to replay it because at least I know what I'm doing. Sure, I wouldn't have a problem. Oh, real quickly, I did do a video, but this was really cool. A shout out to Gonhole. He sent me this, which I never had this as a kid. So very cool. I felt deprived, I guess, as a kid and I didn't even know this existed.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know about this, but yeah, it's.
Yeah, I think I might have the first couple of issues of that.
And then there's another thing I didn't know existed, the comic celebration. These are all new stories done in different types. So one's done like the 2003 cartoon, one's done like the old comic. It's all new stories. I thought this was like a collection of older comics, but no, it's all new stories.
Yeah, I didn't know that one was out. That's cool.
So I thought that was cool. That does all the different types of artwork and such. And this is really cool. Batman.
Yeah, I have that.
Have you read this?
Yeah. It's okay. It's a little odd.
Okay. I'll find out for myself.
Yeah, it's all right. People really hype that up.
Really?
And I read it and I was like, eh.
Okay.
I think they did a sequel, if I'm not mistaken. I was like,
oh, I did get this because I liked. This is the DLC, but I wanted the physical because I prefer physical. RoboCop Unfinished Business.
There you go. Cool.
Because the Road City was so much fun, so I decided this was only $20. So not bad.
Yeah, I have to go back and watch your play through that because I like to wait until you're done and then I just go.
Oh, no problem.
So,
yeah, for folks wondering, yeah, it is all done. I did put it in a playlist for those who do want to watch that, and that is a very fun game, Road City. So very fun.
Jack, my favorite Ninja Turtle is same one that is RamboRaph's favorite, Raphael.
Emotionally Zombie, I plan on buying a PS2, collecting games that have been ported to modern consoles. That's the way to go. Just probably do it soon because I think, it's already happening now, but in particular when it's Sony finally does, they're pretty much done with physical games, but what is more official, people don't be buying that up in stock. So probably do it sooner than later.
And then try to sell it 3 times the price.
A Tetchy fan, you found a copy of Fatal Frame, but it was $100. Yeah, that sounds about right. People will up the price on that.
Yeah, I'm not. The prices are ridiculous.
Well, look, the one annoying thing about the Harry Potter game, much like what I saw you back in the day play Dire Vendetta, you can't jump; it jumps for you.
Yeah, it's the auto jump, and I hate it.
It's really annoying.
But that game, the controls are really glitchy because I think it was a PC game, and then they converted it to consoles, and they didn't really figure out what to do. So I like it, but that game is not. That has a lot of issues. That game definitely has a lot of problems. But I like it for what it is. It's fun.
I still want to try Dire Vendetta someday because I got it. Well, I could get on the PS2 thing because it was so. And no, child, I've not seen the Greasy Strangler. Don't really care. And thank you, JoJo. Thank you, Sean McIntosh. Yeah, it's always great to have Fabio here.
And JoJo, I'm doing great. Can't complain.
Yeah, it was definitely not as frustrating as the Incredibles game.
That was funny.
Does Fabio prefer The Rock or Con Air?
The Rock, which I heard a rumor, Criterion's putting that out on 4K. I don't know if that's true. It's just what I heard. But I like both. I like The Rock more. That's just me.
The comic sequel has Harley Quinn, Scarecrow, and Hugo Strange. Oh, okay. Alex Lips a little there. Didn't
Uh,
see the new trailer for Killer Tomatoes. Sorry.
I didn't even know there was
Tomatoes
one.
missed me.
Hob Lone. I did not have. I do not have any Bonnie Tyler on vinyl.
Watch Halloween last night with a bit Pepsi. Pepsi, great film. Yeah, classic, of course.
Well, we can't be friends anymore because you like Pepsi. I'm only joking. I'm only kidding.
Oh, someone told me about this, and I thought this was hilarious. There's plans to do another Halloween film for the 50th anniversary.
Awesome. Can't wait.
I can't say I'm surprised.
I can't wait to see that.
Well,
They
Chandler, if you want to send in a request for that, feel free.
Are they
But
going to bring everybody back this time? Are they really going to bring back Danielle Harris so she can stop complaining?
Nah, so she could play some more.
So she can get mad at the Dead Pit guys again?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I told the guys at Tidbit that Alter Ego, their guy who worked on A Standard Darkly, is redrawing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre into an animated film.
Okay.
I guess people just have to milk stuff and find different ways to milk it.
Well, I think the rights changed for Texas Chainsaw, so they're trying to get the money out of it.
Milk it, yeah.
And they're re-releasing it in theaters for one day next month. Again.
Yeah, I think they're going to show footage of that anime thing during that because it'd be an event. Not Richard Linklater, the guy who's like doing the actual drawing.
Yeah, the artist. I like Resurrection because you got Busta Rhymes doing kung fu on Michael Myers.
And hey, there's Sean Scanlon. Hope you're doing well. So I wanted to ask Fabio, since I never got your thoughts on this. Don the Dragon Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on him? What movies of his you've seen? Favorites, if you have any.
Well, he was a great kickboxer. He absolutely was one of the best kickboxers of all time. I don't think anybody would disagree. In more recent years, like from back in the day, he was fine. I don't know what happened in more recent years, but he went off. I guess CTE took over. I don't know. But he gets all weird now. He never used to be like that. My instructor met him and said he was like the nicest guy in the world. He was really cool. But as far as his movies go, I mean, I do like a lot of his movies, but again, he was not Gene Hackman. I think everybody can agree. But I do think he got better with his later films and, really started to dial it in a little bit more. And his fight scenes got better too, because a lot of those early movies, his fight scenes just are not very good. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the deal was, but it was nothing. And I get it. When you fight in real life and you fight in a movie, it's completely different. But Bruce Lee's fight scenes look good. Brandon Lee's fight scenes look good. Seagal when he gave a shit, but a lot of his early fight scenes don't look that good. But
yeah, like Black Belts, they were kind of iffy in Black.
Yeah, it was like really herky jerky, and it looked it looked like they didn't finish the choreography. They just kind of had a rough idea of what to do. But Red Sun Rising is probably my favorite, and I think he said that was his favorite movie too.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, once he started getting there, it started getting dialed in a little bit more, and it was fine. But the Cyber Tracker movies are fun. I like those. A lot of the Blood Fist movies I like. Yeah, Ring of Fire, which all your reviews were great. Ring of Fire 3 was my favorite. Yeah, the first one was lame because it was false advertising because he didn't fight in the Ring of Fire. And that's what people paid to see. What the fuck? But the sequels were way better. Night Hunter was interesting, where he was a vampire slayer, but you could only kill the vampires by snapping their spine. I don't know who wrote that, but sure. Trying to think what else. There's
Did
one.
you ever see the one with dice? Whatever it
Yeah,
takes.
I actually have that on Blu-ray. I just haven't
Okay.
watched it. That was fun. Dice was good in that. Apparently, they both really enjoyed working with each other, from what I understand. It's like,
Yeah, I found the interview on there. Don, yeah, like you said, pretty much dice seemed to ad lib the whole good chunk of the movie.
it worked. So, um, he did one called Moving Target, which was a remake of one of the Blood Fist movies. But I thought that one was kind of fun. I like that one. So yeah, he did a lot of his movies. I do like, because I remember as a kid going to the video store and seeing them on the shelf, and then whenever a new one would come out, I would see it. And I didn't see him back then because I was too young. But I was like, "Who's this Don the Drag? Like, he's a kickboxing champion. Like, he must be cool. He must be good." So, there you go. But those movies were big back in the day. He made those movies made a lot of money. And of course, he got to work with Roger Corman a lot, which was cool.
Yeah. Doing well, Kyle. Thank you for asking.
Oh, Sean Clark. Oh well.
I
My
mean,
fault.
I wouldn't care.
Well, Gozer was asking. I mean, I met him a number of years ago, and he was really nice. He was really cool. He didn't charge me for an autograph, which
cool.
I found odd. But I don't know. I think in more recent years, he's gotten a little too big for his britches because he worked with all these big names and everything, and he got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder and a little bit of an ego, and it's just like, don't you remember where you came from, dude? Like when you were just doing Harlow's Hallowed Grounds and just hanging out at conventions and walking around and actually talking to people. Now you're like, you're too good for that, and like, I get it, you're busy, but these are the people that got you where you are. Like, you can't say hi to people. Like, come on now. And it's like, well, I got this prop and I got that prop. Okay, cool. You got money because you work with Jamie Lee Curtis and Kurt Russell. Good for you. Like, calm down. And then he went off on Dead Pit and this and that and the other thing. And it's like, okay, but the whole Tony Moran thing was funny. And,
Yeah.
the Dan, I know he didn't go into details about Danielle Harris, but I can kind of figure out what happened there. So, because I don't know what the hell she's smoking now, but she's completely different. And because when I met her, she wasn't like that. Now it's different. So, oh well.
Hey there, Julie. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, JoJo, yeah, Sean Clark, start off as a fan, businessman, yes man. Yeah, it's protecting his business, his money, but at the same time, he just seems a bit more of a dick. That's just my take on it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just got a bigger ego now.
And
I'm
hey
just
there,
thinking, like,
go ahead.
I mean, I know I got stuff, and we all do, but it's like, at some point, it's like, okay, what am I going to do with all this shit? Like, when I die, like, he doesn't have any kids. He doesn't, who's he, like, what the hell are you going to do with all this? Like, even now, like, I know I got figures and like movies, but when I go, I told whoever's left, you sell it. I don't give a shit. When I'm going, you do whatever the hell you want with it. But it's like, I was like, okay, you can't just sell all these props and just take them to Goodwill or whatever. It's like, I don't
Thank
know.
you.
All
Oh,
of
go ahead.
all of these people just get on my nerves now. Whether it's YouTube people or whatever, most of them are phony. Most of them are just playing a character, which really must be exhausting to get up every day and have to give yourself a script, and you have to in your head come up with scenarios and how to act, and that's why I don't pay attention to a lot of it anymore. I only watch you and Mike and John and Dead Pit, the people that are actually like real and they act normal, and just this all this fake ass shit, and they got all these people on here that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and they're talking out of the side of their head, and they just annoy me. And I, like, you did see, I don't know if you saw the comment, but the George Carlin special, and you said the one line he's like, I like people for about a minute and a half, and then you said, well, it reminds me of Fabio. I left a comment. I was like, well, me and Mr. Carlin are cut from the same cloth. The world gets crazier and crazier, and not for the reasons that most people think. And I don't like it, and I have no tolerance for it. And this is why I stay in the house. Again, it must really be exhausting to be these people and to go out there and have to put on a persona for everybody and have to have a script in your head when you talk to people. It must really be exhausting. End rant, sorry. Just the more I see, the more angry I get. And I'm like, you idiots have no idea what you're talking about. And you take people's money and you lie to them and you deceive them and you treat them like garbage. And you're okay with that. Okay. I got your number. I know who you are.
Well, quickly, thank you, Premier. I guess because you watched Halloween. Yeah, but it's 1978. I could forgive that doing stupid things. If you did that same thing in 2026, I would question more because we've had so many other years, hundreds of other films that we could learn to write better or learn, or like creators have seen these type of films with even within their universe, so they would. It doesn't bother me in Halloween. I think it works for that film. It fits with that film. Again, if you do that exact same thing in a film nowadays, is okay. You're copying, you're being lazy, you're being uncreative, and I think we could do better in films of today. But I think that works fine in Halloween because it's still a classic.
But you also have to remember, if a maniac's chasing you with a knife, you don't have time to think. So
Exactly.
it's not realistic, obviously, because it's a movie. But I get it. It never bothered me. It's like this guy is coming to kill her. Like you need to get away from him, and you can't stop him because he's pure evil. And then they changed everything. So there you go. But Chaz, Viking Samurai is another one. I don't know what the hell happened to that dude either. It's like when these people get all this attention and get all this, fame. It's like you're not really you're YouTube famous, dude. Like that doesn't correlate, to what it used to be like. So anyway, I could talk hours about these fugazis, and I can't stand these people. That's why I don't
No,
watch them anymore. I can't stand you anymore. Not you. You're different, but
no, no, Drew. I don't think Fabio has yet seen the Fauna.
the farmer.
Stitch Gaming, how much would I have to pay you to watch all the Avatar films? Haha, hope you're well, man. Well, thanks for the kind words. And the answer would be a shitload. So,
$1 million.
a shit and a load. So, put those together, a shitload. So, if you pay that, then I'll do it. All three. But,
Mr. D Man, that's another subject I could talk hours about. Is all the fake senseis and the fake martial artists and the fake masters, and yeah.
well, quickly again, thank you, Lutus, for your kindness. Oh, a challenge. Pick a film know you both know the cast well. Well, yeah, I'm trying to. Lucas, if you want to rewrite that so I can understand, I can understand.
I don't know.
So pick a film you both know the cast well, no internet help, write the actors down, keep secret, then list off what names you have. Okay, yeah, you don't have to rewrite that because I'm not sure what you mean.
All right.
So if you do rewrite that, I'll put it up.
Attention fan, I saw a blood match once. I thought it was very disappointing. I thought it was a very disappointing movie.
Hey, Premiere, a Predator 1 and 2 live commentary, I would do it.
We did too.
Yeah, we did too.
We did too with Mark.
Yeah, we did too.
Thank you, Julie. This was from not the tour that just happened. This was from the last tour they did.
Well, okay, I'll ask you then, since you the sensei thing. If you don't want to name his name, that's fine. But is the one particular that comes to mind where you worked with him and realized he was fake?
There's more than one.
Okay, what number would it be?
Well, out of the ones I trained, there was two in
Two.
particular, but one more than the other. Because the one, he, I don't know, he was just out there, and I'm like, okay, I got to get away from
What do you
this
mean
guy.
out there?
He was like out there. He was thought, I can knock you out by not touching you and this and that. And I'm like, okay, well, you could try that. It's not going to end well for you. And he always hit me in the groin. I don't know why. Like, you're supposed to be a seventh degree and you can't control your strikes and everything. Like, come on now. So people ask why you always wear a cup. Because one day I would like to have children. So, there's that. And it's just respect. But the one in particular, he's just a scumbag and he's a liar and he's a thief. And it's funny because recently someone who also is crazy, but in this situation, rightfully so, someone called him out recently and was like, I challenge you. I'm like, what fucking year do you think this is, people? First of all, you're all old, you're all fat. Nobody wants to pay to see old fat guys fight each other. Um, but he got called out and I just laughed when I saw it. I'm like, well, you deserve it because you're a liar and you're a scumbag and you know, it is what it is. And just the shit that this dude would say. Like I remember he told me, he's like, yeah, like I sleep with a gun on my chest. I'm like, you're fucking retarded. Oh, sorry. You're going to shoot yourself. Like, no one does that. I know guys in the special forces that don't even do that. Hell, I didn't even do that when I was in the army. I'm not gonna sleep with a gun on my chest. What are you, stupid? Um, yeah, and then the thing that actually pissed me off the most was he lied about Chuck Norris. Uh, like 5-6 years ago, he's like, well, Chuck Norris is on his deathbed. I'm like, no, he's not. He's fine. Of course, what happened now was different, but I'm like, he's fine. 5 years ago, he was fine. I'm like, how could you lie about people and take people's money? And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with all of you? And then another thing that he said was dumb was he's like, yeah, like my dad got killed in Vietnam. Like he got shot with a grenade and the grenade went in him and exploded. I'm like, no, that's not logical. And I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way. And then he like tried to change the story. I'm like, okay, I got to get away from this guy. These people get on my nerves. Like, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, weird things can happen, but that seems a bit far fetched.
There was a lot that was far fetched.
Yeah.
You're charging me ridiculous amounts of money to come here, and half the time you're not teaching anything, or you cancel early. Or there was one time I was sitting in the car, I was letting the car warm up, and I get a text, yeah, no class today. I'm like, well, good thing I didn't start driving. I'm like, all right.
But to people in the chat, oh, I know some of you guys got in late. No, I did not. Neither of us care about the Odyssey. We didn't see the new Spider-Man. Don't care. Lucas, I understand a little bit. I'm not. I don't know about playing a game like that. About how I just like we picked a film, we write
Yeah,
down how many actors, and then we see how many actors, who got the most actors, who remember the most actors from a film. That's just a lot of time to put into it without looking at the chat. So I do appreciate it, but it's just a lot of time to actually write down and all that stuff. So
that's the thing. People would get mad at me, like when I would do like live commentaries. Like you have to look at the chat. You can't ignore people.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So I do appreciate Lucas. It's just if it was like a verbal game, maybe like okay, maybe like try to guess the film or something from like a vague summary or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that this just would take a bit too much time. So sorry about that, Lucas. But thank you. I do appreciate it. That
Speaking
story you
of,
told reminded me of this was a true story where Mark, maybe you were there. Mark told the story about the guy got the shotgun up his ass,
no,
and
I'd love to hear this story.
someone got a shotgun up their ass, and the trigger was pulled, and the guy lived.
I don't even want to know how that happened. Like,
Well, I think the guts or something kind of blocked something, and it
how
was.
did he get it up there in the first place?
Well, no, I think it was like there was like a fight attack, and
Oh,
someone did it
okay.
to
Well, that
him.
makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
So,
someone did it to him.
okay. I don't know
Tried to
why.
do the crank too, I guess, but the guy survived.
Okay. What the hell is like? Was this at work or
I got. I have to ask Mark again.
was he a cop or something?
I have to ask him. Maybe it was like an old job he had, or someone he knew who was a ambulance driver or something. I have to ask him again.
I've never seen anything like that.
So you never know, I guess.
You think when you think you've heard it all, you haven't. So there's that. But Darth Goldust, the most arrogant wrestler. I mean, now probably CM Punk. Back in the day, Ultimate Warrior was an asshole to everybody back in like the story Bret
Right.
Hart told about the sick kid. Like, what the fuck is wrong? Like Hulk Hogan wouldn't even have done that. Hulk Hogan would have actually talked to the kid. Like, come on.
Yeah, I know the question was not directed to me, but the most arrogant wrestler, I can't deny CM Punk. Uh, I'm actually one of those few that liked him back in the day. Nowadays, I don't really give a shit about hearing anything about him because
He's
I know
psychotic.
people before that didn't like him, but when he came back to WWE, you tell he was just a complete sellout, and
Yeah,
his
of course.
beliefs were all fake and phony and bullshit and fake ass horse shit. So I thank you, Toast and Stardom. Yes, I do remember Firestorm with Howie Long. I think Howie could have played a real good Duke if G.I. Joe was made back in the day. He was not the best actor. That's the thing. So I would not have picked him for Duke. Firestorm, I do remember that they did a theatrical. I heard maybe at one point they wanted Stallone to do the film.
Yeah, I think because Stallone was going to do that. It was like Die Hard in a casino,
Yeah.
but they scrapped it. But they had Firestorm as like a backup, and then he turned it down, and then they gave it to Howie Long because apparently the studio Fox who released that they were really impressed with Howie Long and Broken Arrow, so they offered him a 3-picture deal. Firestorm flopped, so they just bought his contract out. He never did the other 2 movies.
That's a film I wanted to like more than I did. Do you think that film would have worked if it was at the very least you just changed the lead actor?
Probably. I mean, I like it. That's just me.
Yeah.
I think it's a fun little B movie. You know, Howie Long and like you, it is impossible to dislike that guy from interviews and him doing commentary on football. And he was a great football player. Don't get me wrong; he was
Yeah.
fantastic. But it just, I guess, because Brian Bosworth was doing movies at the time, they were trying, like maybe Fox was trying to get their guy, and it just didn't work. But that guy has talent. He has charisma. I just don't think it like Broken Arrow. I love him in that movie. Yeah, I don't think maybe he was leading man material, but it's okay. It's a fun
Yeah.
little B movie. I mean, William Forsythe is the bad guy. What more can you want? Scott Glenn is in there. What's her name? Susie Amos. I think that was right before her and James Cameron got married. I think that was her last movie. She's okay. It would have worked better if it was somebody else, but it's a fun little B movie. It's harmless.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think he was leading man, action star material, but they tried.
Yeah. I probably would have liked it a bit more if it was someone like Bosworth.
Yeah, I think Brian Bosworth was a better actor. So, and that
Of
his career kind of got stalled because he had to get surgeries and time out, and then Stone Cold didn't do that well. But it
should
doesn't
have
matter.
been the Dice Man.
Oh fuck yeah, I would have watched that.
What's with these fucking trees and this fucking
Why is
fire?
there a fire? Come on now, don't be setting no fires. What's wrong with you?
And thank you, Psycho. Ozzy's eye, the visuals are the best part. Elliot Page running in armor will probably be the funniest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, I would imagine so. She's about as big as a twig. So
I don't give a shit. People are losing their minds over that movie, though.
yeah, and one way or the other, and I'm like,
Right?
whatever.
It's like it's just a movie. Like, who
Yeah,
cares, man? I got more important shit to worry about.
and Nolan, I don't even like Oppenheimer, so that was
I
a
didn't
lot.
like it either. There was
So,
only one good thing about that movie.
but yeah, thank you, Lucas. A Beast Slayer. Hey there, frame by frame. I know you're saying hi to Fabio, but hey, I'm here too.
All right.
How's it going?
Yeah, Julie. Sammy Hagar is 70. He's 79 years old in October, and he's still amazing in concert. So if you have the opportunity to go see him, go see him.
Hey there, Martin. Hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you, Lucas. I'm bad
All of
with how many dinosaurs can I name? Let's see: Tyrannosaurus, Stegosaurus, Pterodactyl, Triceratops, Raptor, Allosaurus, baby. Um,
Brachiosaurus. Did you say that?
yeah, Brachiosaurus, Brontosaurus, uh,
Spinosaurus.
Spinosaurus, Compes. I forgot the full name.
It's funny because I just watched Jurassic Park when Sam Neill passed away, but it was an open mat version, so you could see more. And the scene when the Brachiosaurus is getting them in the tree, it was the head and the neck, and it was on a platform, and the platform just moved back and forth like at an amusement park. I thought it was hilarious. Like movie magic, man. That's awesome.
See, you just see all that in the.
Yeah, you could see all the lights at the top, and you could see the micro, like the boom mics and everything. You could see that it was a sound stage. There's people off to the side that aren't supposed to be there. Like, this is cool. I like this version. Julie, my dad back in the day actually met the guy that played Tackleberry from Police Academy. He met him in a bakery because he signed a piece of paper. I have it, but David Graff was his name. Sadly, he passed away a number of years ago.
Sorry, Lucas. That was all I can name. All I know, my only knowledge is Jurassic Park films.
And Power Rangers.
Hey, Austin Wildcut. Hope you're doing well. And no, I've never seen Cut and Run. Sorry, Nippy.
Neither have I.
Does Fabio have a favorite synth or Rothrock?
Well, my favorite was Guardian Angel. That one was pretty good. That was PM Entertainment. I think that was the only movie she did for PM Entertainment. That was, I think, one of her better movies. What was the one? Martial Law 2 was good. I like that one. She was supposed to be in the third one, but it didn't happen. And then they changed the name of it. What the hell was the one she did with Michelle Yeoh? Yes, Madame. Maybe is that it? I think it's that one. I can't remember the name of it, but when I met her, I asked her about that, and she said Michelle was really great to work with because they were both starting out. They were kind of like the new kids on the block, and they had a lot of fun together. So I'd say those three.
Yeah, yes, madame. Yeah.
All right, I'm getting old. I can't remember all this shit.
But did you see the video of Ellen Page boxing? Yeah, Hillary Swank was more believable.
Why would I want to watch that? Why did Sumi Amos quit acting? Because she got married to James Cameron. That's why. She didn't have to work anymore.
That's cool, Martin. You're at the fitness gym doing cardio stuff on the treadmill. Good, good. Keep that body
Good.
going.
Keep doing cardio.
Yeah, I didn't know about Ankylosaurus, Bosasaurus. Yeah, you guys got more knowledge than me.
It's way more than I need to know.
Faboween, you getting ready for Faboween? I saw your post.
Yeah, all the stores got Halloween shit out, so it's like, all right, cool. I'm always ready for Halloween.
I don't care about Blade Runner 2099. I got mine. It was 2049. So don't care about 2099.
I got Phantom 2040.
Fuck Dune 3. Hated the first one. Too much sand.
I didn't watch any of the only Dune I like is the Sci-Fi Channel one from 25 years ago.
The only one I watched was I care about is the David Lynch one because it's weird.
Yeah,
I don't care about the. I saw the new one, part one. It was so fucking boring. It was just here's a bunch of sand and a bunch of boring ass people doing boring ass things. I'm on
I've
sand.
seen enough sand in my life. I'm good.
Fuck sand.
That's right. Fuck sand. I spent enough time in the desert. I'm good.
So I didn't see the second one because the first one was so shitty.
Yeah.
And fuck Doomsday. I know people are like, oh, how come you don't look forward to Doomsday? Because it
It's
looks
a
like dog
shit.
shit.
There's going to be 5,000 characters in it. Most of them are going to die, or they're going to have a cameo, and then
Well,
they're going to make another one.
if if the leak is real, which I would be surprised, I wouldn't. Tobey Maguire, Hugh Jackman will die at the beginning after having a fight.
Does that make sense?
Everybody will die at the end, and then Doctor Doom will bring them back, wipe the memory for Secret Wars, and then they bring more fucking characters in. They don't do their Infinity War where everybody dies at the end or other shit. Then they'll do their stupid end game.
If Dolph Lundgren is in it as the Punisher, I'll watch it. Other than that, I don't care.
Um, and I did not like Blood Match, a Tenchi fan.
I didn't either. Like somebody asked earlier,
Yeah.
it was very disappointing because you had like Benny the Jet Urquidez and all these other like legitimate martial artists in it, and it was, don't get me wrong, I like Tom Matthews, but Tom Matthews ain't Chuck Norris. Just saying, like,
No.
got to be careful because Michael Felcher got to be nice to Tom Matthews and the Dead Pit guys and start making fun of him.
I've seen Jodorowsky's Dune. That's an interesting documentary, but I'm a sucker. I like documentaries. I saw, well, they'll be coming up. Those don't sound funny, but they're actually interesting. After Porn Ends 2 and After Porn Ends 3.
Nice.
Interesting documentaries, I will say, with some of the people involved.
Rehab and therapy. That's what happens when it ends.
Well, there was a funny story with the guy, Sally's passed away, but Johnny Tees, who did Behind the Green Door. And he's like, I was with Marilyn Chambers and they wanted me to fuck her. And so I did it for 40 minutes. And I'm like, oh my God, like she passed out, but I didn't know. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to go to jail. I killed this white girl with my dick.
Oh,
That's the way he put it. I'm going to go to jail. I killed this white girl with my dick. It's like, no. She just fainted. It's
she's
like,
fine.
okay,
Like, she's not dead.
she's not dead. And then they worked together a few more times. So, but he was a lot of fun. He was this older black gentleman liking jazz and stuff. He was hilarious. He's like, I was doing this one thing. The cops came, and I was in the trial, and I see all these men with gray hair and probably soft dicks. Just making fun of him. He was a funny character, man.
Marcus, my least favorite Jim Carrey movie. Burt Wonderstone. That movie, I still don't know what the point of that movie was. It's like, okay, it was very disappointing. I think James Gandolfini was in that. for a little bit, if I remember correctly.
Hmm. Okay.
No more Ghostbusters. Stop with the
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
This.
My
This.
favorite Resident
Yeah.
Evil, Resident Evil 2, all day, every day.
But hey there, Dante Allen Stanley. Sorry I didn't say hi earlier, but hope you're doing well. Same with H Fight. Hope everyone's doing well. I having a good Tuesday night so far.
And I didn't watch the trailer for the new one because they're gonna fuck it up again. How how do they keep doing this? So we had the original movies, which were all terrible for the most part. Then they did what? Welcome to Raccoon City was 2022, 2023, somewhere around there. That sucked. Then they had that Netflix show. How many, what is it, every 5 years they're going to try it again, like Fantastic Four, and it's still going to suck? I'm
Well, you
good.
can't say that because
I
if
say
you
what I
say the
want.
game looks nothing like it, you're called a tourist.
I don't give a fuck. This is America. I say what I want.
And it's like, well, what? Do you want a 1v1? What's next? You want them eating
Yeah, that's
plants?
what I want. I want Resident Evil. I don't want this other shit. I want zombies in a fucking mansion. How hard is this to do?
Someone told me, like, I don't know, it changed, but like what the script was. It's like people combining, like it was the thing.
What is this, Voltron?
It sounded like Slither.
They're
Honestly.
combining. Who's the crotch? That's what I need to know. What the fuck? What is this? What are they, a Megazord? What the fuck? That's not Resident Evil. Oh my god. Shit. Give me the money. I'll give you one.
Thank you, SV Ryan, for the kind words. I do appreciate it.
They should
For
have just
years.
let fucking George Romero do it like he was supposed to.
And thank you, Psycho. I've been playing Callisto Protocol again on PS5. Yeah, I look forward to playing that on there. I did get it recently for PS5. People who shouldn't, fuck themselves. The game is really fun. Yeah, I like the game. The DLC eats ass. They fuck the DLC, but yeah, it's not a perfect game, but it's fun. I mean, when it came out, it was broken on the PS4. That's an issue. They should have waited a few months and you know make things a bit more steady. But yeah, the finished product is a very fun game. Yeah, I do quite like Callisto Protocol. Yeah, that was fun. The combat.
I will be going to see Terminator 2 when they re-release it. Apparently, they did a new 4K transfer, so we'll see how this one looks. Maybe this one won't look stupid like the other one. Hopefully, no AI. AI is gay. I mean, AI is stupid. I got to be careful. I don't want to get you in trouble. If I get in trouble, it's okay because I don't care. But
thank you, Second Hobo. I appreciate it.
You worried about trouble?
Team McGill 1992. Things are going well. Thank you. Yes, Fabio is the most down to earth guy you'll see. He doesn't make videos anymore, but he does have a collection video. I will say, you can watch his collection video on his channel. He did
I don't do full time, but there's some on my other channel, my backup channel.
Yeah, I think it's called the Italian Stallion Backup Channel.
Oh, okay, Predminator. I heard that they were doing a new 4K transfer, but maybe they didn't. I don't know. Maybe that was just a rumor. So, I don't know why that movie has been so screwed with ever since it came out. Because I did see a 35 millimeter original 35 millimeter Terminator 2. That was completely different to anything that came out after it. The audio, especially. The audio is completely different on that. There's scenes where if you watch it on home video, no matter what format, there's scenes where there's music, it's really quiet. In the 35 millimeter version, it was way up in the sound mix to where you could actually hear it. But the ADR was really bad. You could really tell that most of that movie was ADR on that 35 millimeter print. Especially the scene in the beginning when Sarah Connor's in her cell and she's doing pull-ups. I guess they had her got her really up on the microphone because her breathing was really loud and you could really tell. I'm like, good God. So I think the first thing he fucked with was the audio. Because if you watch it, it doesn't matter. Laserdisc, VHS, the audio is completely different on any version. But that 35 millimeter audio, it was great. Like, it was awesome. But you could really tell that that was the first thing that he fucked with was the audio. And then after that, it went to shit with changing the color for everything. And I'm like, no, stop. Stop making everything pink. It's stupid.
Hey there, Alexander Clifton and T. McGill. That's cool. You're taking your son to CT2 to relive what? Yeah, very cool.
Cool.
Good movie to take your son to. Very cool.
Hopefully, it won't
My
mess him
channel.
up, like,
Go ahead.
hopefully, it won't mess him up like it messed all of us up.
My channel, no, because they take a percentage from super chats and then they take a percentage every month total. Just send it through PayPal or Cash App. That's the best way to do it. For those type of things. Mike Chandler.
All right, I thought I had to sneeze. Sorry, I didn't want to sneeze while I was talking. No. The 35 millimeter version of Terminator 2 I found somewhere, but if you look hard enough on the internet, you can find it too.
Oh yeah, and I did hear. I mean, I'm not surprised, but the Last Boy Scout won't have the warp print. It's just don't have a highlight reel. I think it's a highlight reel, the stuff that was cut out, but it can't be the full work print.
Oh, like they did with Double Impact. Like they did with Double Impact, because Double Impact was supposed to have the full work print, but it just had the stuff that was exclusive to it. They didn't use. I guess they couldn't. I guess probably because it had the temp music.
And that's what I'm. Yeah, either the temp music, and I wonder also when you have that, do you have to do more deals with the people in it, like when making of?
No, footage? With that, it's with a work print. No, because it's the movie. You shouldn't have to. But I think it was probably because they're. From what I heard, it had like Lethal Weapon music, and which makes sense. But yeah, because that's a different thing because you have to get clearance.
They don't have the rights to the music because they all. My channel, no, because you want to send that PayPal, Cash, the best way to do it because YouTube takes a piece of the super chat. They also take a piece of the full toll you get per month, so it'll be twice. So just PayPal, Cash App, just send it through there if you wish to.
Well, thank you for the kind words, Predminator and Julie. But yeah, I would assume it had to be the music.
Yeah,
that's always the toughest thing is getting the music clearances.
Yeah, because for those don't know, work print, a lot of times they put in temporary music because the store isn't fully finished. So, for example, Hard Target has music from Aliens, First Blood, I think The Hunt for Red October. Cliffhanger has Predator, The Fly, other stuff. If you look at the work print of that, various other work prints they have. In fact, one of them they used Scream 2, I believe, and they liked the Broken Arrow music so much they made it for the movie.
They made the deal, yeah.
Dewey's thing.
Where did you see that they weren't going to be able to use it?
On Blu-ray.com, they mentioned there's a podcast YouTube interview with the guy who is the production director of Arrow Video, and he talked about in there. So on Blu-ray.com, the 4K part of Last Boy Scout, I forget which page it is. They're like, oh, on this podcast, the guy mentioned how there would only be a highlight reel because he did an interview with a YouTuber. I forget the guy's name. He's the production. He works for Arrow Video.
Okay. Yeah, because I did a quick Google search. I couldn't find anything. So
it was
at least they're going to put what was excluded. You know, I get why they can't put the whole thing on there.
So yeah. You know. So for those who weren't here before, yeah, it'll be more of a highlight reel.
And then I know you guys talked about it Friday, but the Friday the 13th, the New Blood, but he can't do anything with it. So it's like, okay, I mean, it's cool that you have it, but you're the only one that can see it. So cool, but
So I'll ask you, why do you think? Yeah, sure, Premiere, that's fine. Feel free. I'd happily talk about those films every day if I need to. It's better to talk about Supergirl or some shit. But why do you think a guy will like
Supergirl in this dojo?
Well, yeah, much better one. The Helen Slayer is a much better one. Why would someone go through all the trouble of putting it out there into the internet when there's nothing you could do with it? He can't upload it, so what's the point even bringing it up in the first place?
Attention.
Well, apparently it's the wrong attention because he deleted his Reddit post like a day later.
Of course he did. His attention. Look what I have. Oh yeah, I can't do anything with it. I signed an agreement. I'm sure you did. It's just attention. It's like with all these idiots online. Again, going back to this, I have this work print. I have that work print. Okay, well, are you going to share it with people? No. Okay, then why are you telling people that you have it and you're not going to put it out there for people to have? Well, I don't want to get in trouble. Well, you just said that you had it, like Cobra. I have it. No, you don't, because it doesn't exist.
I wish it did. I mean,
wish it did too. Same with all these other movies like Tango and Cash and whatever. But it's like the people that have it aren't going to share it because they can't or whatever. But it's just attention. Like Blade, the Blade one leaked out recently, but it's out of sync. Okay, then why did you put it out there and it's out of sync? Like, come on. Let's just look at me. Look at what I have.
I wonder, is there a way to put in sync where you separate the audio and video and you like a video?
Yeah, but you would have to have the original file or tape or disc or whatever. If you make a copy of it, if the copy's fucked up, then the copy's fucked. Because I tried to fix it and I couldn't fix it, and I did everything I could.
Gotcha.
And just if you don't have the original, if you just have a copy of it, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
It's just like anything else,
Hey, Downs up. Hope you're doing well, man. I've never seen Roller Coaster. I've heard of the film from the 70s, but I've never heard of it. I've heard of it, but I've never seen
it. The original Terminator 2 Blu-ray was okay. It just didn't have any features, but the movie looked decent. I just watched that one.
Yeah, Jason Rose. Yeah, it does turn 40. Yeah,
on Saturday, actually.
Yeah, the first set. Yeah,
August 1st.
Very good.
Salvatore, Andy Sedaris movies. I probably have seen them. I just don't remember. I have seen. I do have a 35mm print of the first Terminator as well, which is cool. That one's they didn't fuck with that one as much. So that version's pretty much the same as the ones you've seen out there.
I will show some real quick. I thought this was funny.
Cool.
Oh, shut up. Cigarette, will you?
Hey, Jason.
I'll punch you right in the face.
Fuck you. Hey, Jason. Love to mama, honey. Mama a hug.
Of course I will.
You want me to
Come on,
kiss
man.
your fucking boo-boo? Present.
Got me a present?
Oh, yeah. You know you took the high road?
Yes.
Well, I'm taking the low road, motherfucker. Here you go.
That is fantastic. Hey, Ken, I'm sorry she beat you up last night. Yeah, she did this to me.
Uh-huh.
You don't even remember, do you? You were
No.
drinking too much.
Yeah.
Dirty bitch.
Hey, I heard that, you motherfucker.
I love her. She's awesome. But Roller Coaster, I've never seen it. Well, that's the thing is Paramount owns the intellectual property of that movie, but that guy owns the physical. It's just like the Halloween footage where, it's the behind the scenes. The guy that bought it physically owns it. The company intellectually property owns it, and they can't make a deal. So, but it's funny because I just went back and watched that stream. One of the streams Dead Pit did with Michael Felsher. And it's funny because they asked him about the New Blood, and he said, well, I've seen the document where it said for them to destroy it. So apparently they didn't destroy all of them. Apparently there are copies out there somewhere, but now we know one, but it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, put onto the VHS and stuff. And again, even like you were saying, let's say you even get the VHS, you can't clean it up.
No, it's a VHS. I mean, you can not to the extent of what it should be. I mean,
like My Boy Valentine,
right? But you're gonna, if you watch it, you're gonna tell, okay, that's from a VHS because the source is completely different. Unless they kept the film stuff, which maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't know, but we'll see.
I'm guessing they didn't.
Well, they said that they didn't, but who knows? You know how many people have said that, and then they magically find it all these years later, and it's like, oh, okay. Like
I'll say no. That way, it'll be a good disappointment that I'm wrong. That'll be the thing I want to be wrong. So,
like Nightbreed, they thought that they threw away all the footage, and then it was sitting in a college somewhere. It's like, oh no, we have it here. Like, okay, well, you just now found out that you had this.
The chat seems working so far, Premiere. But I mean, it's YouTube and StreamYard, so they always screws things up. Hey there, Jeremy.
Why did Time Cop get a sequel? Because at that time it was still valuable. It still made money. And they were like, fuck it, let's make some quick money.
Yeah, the same with the TV show.
Right. Which was stupid. Not the show. I mean, I like the show for what it is, but they should have just made a sequel and then did a TV show. And Van Damme said that. He goes, they're stupid. That's what they should have done. But no. Well, but also at the time he wasn't, in the right of mind. Because I'm pretty sure they probably wanted him to do a sequel. But then when he's like, I want $20 million a movie. No, we're not going to do Time Cop 2. So that's probably why they did the TV series instead. Because that was, 97 when they did that? So, yeah, that was probably in response to him wanting all that money. And then they're like, all right, well, we're not going to do a sequel with you. Because that's the one that I don't understand why he or whoever never made a sequel to that. But we got all those shitty Universal Soldier sequels after the return.
Exactly. Happy birthday, Randy. Hope your birthday went well.
Cool.
No, Street Fighter 2026 fan service slot. I could see it.
There's only one Street Fighter. Jean-Claude Van Damme is Guile. I don't care what anyone says.
I will say Sonny Chiba, but
well, him too.
Yeah, I don't care about the new one. Wesley Snipes direct-to-video films, I'm personally not a fan of.
Yeah, most of them went the way of Steven Seagal. It's like, oh, that's not Wesley. Why is his voice dubbed? Some of them were okay, but most of them were junk.
I mean, don't hold your breath for a Time Cop special edition, because the 4K was just released by Stream Factory and they didn't want to do features. So
I was hoping Arrow would have did one overseas, but I guess they can't get the rights or there's issues or whatever the case is. But maybe it'll happen. I don't know. Maybe because Cliff McMillan, he's got that new label. Maybe they'll put it on that new label. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, how do you feel about Watchers finally getting a Blu-ray?
Hell yeah, because I heard that a couple of months ago it leaked out that somebody was doing it, And I was like, okay, we'll see what happens. But I'm surprised that Toy Robot's doing it. I'm like, that's cool. And then they're doing Trick or Treat overseas because it didn't get one. That's pretty cool. And then what was the other one that they?
Diver Dark Hero.
Yeah, that's for September. What's the other one that they just announced it with Watchers 2 and not Watchers. I'm sorry, the first Watchers. I already have Watchers 2.
Was it like a Tom Selleck one?
No, it was a Japanese movie that I was excited about because Ken Takakura is in. I'm pulling it up now once it loads.
Okay.
But it just the name escapes me at the minute. Yeah, High Road to China with Tom Selleck, and then Manhunt was the other one. Yeah, Manhunt was the Japanese movie.
Okay, I never heard of that, Manhunt.
Yeah, Ken Takakura is in it from, he was in Black Rain. He was the Japanese cop in Black Rain.
Mm.
And it's from the same director as Bullet Train, the Japanese Bullet Train, which was the inspiration for Speed. I was like, cool. I'm definitely going to grab those when they come out. And I think they said the Corruptor, or they showed a picture and everyone guessed it was I think that's November, but that's not announced yet.
On what one?
The Corruptor with Chow Yun-Fat.
Oh, yeah.
I think they said that's going to be for November. So I was like, cool. Yeah, when was the last time anyone got hyped up for a summer movie? I agree.
Well, Chaz, I don't know, is that actually a remake? It may have the same name, but I don't know if it's a remake, is it? Was it a remake of that one? Manhunt?
No, I don't think it is.
No, okay.
I think it just had
just same name. Because I never saw the original, but I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think that was a remake. I think it was just called Manhunt.
No, the Art of War didn't need sequels. I like the first one, but no, I didn't need sequels.
It's not a remake because Manhunt was a novel, so it's just another version. It's not a remake. It's like Dredd. Dredd's not a remake of Judge Dredd. It's just another movie with Dredd.
Another adaptation of the book.
Yeah, just like Red Dragon. But does anyone remember Red Dragon? I don't. I watched it once and I'll never watch it again. I'll watch Manhunter because Manhunter was way better. And it's still the best Hannibal Lecter movie. Prove me wrong.
Fuck the Manhunter 4K. Fuck Michael Mann.
I'm not buying that bullshit. I'm good. We're taking out lines that are sensitive. What?
Yeah, you're taking out lines. You're changing the color timing.
In a Michael Mann film? Okay. I'm still pissed that they took out the line in Heat when he says, "Ferocious, aren't I?" The Blu-ray, it's not in there. They took it out. I'm like, why the fuck would you take? Everyone remembers that line. But I didn't know until after I bought it. Yeah.
So it's only on the DVD?
I think the original Blu-ray, but the quality is not that good on the original Blu-ray. And then they did that director's cut, and he took out that line. I'm like, why?
Okay.
Yeah, bastard. Stop changing shit. Like, leave it the way it was. MVD just did Death Warrant. I do want to get that because it has some new extras. Well, not new extras, but from the German release.
No, Austin will cut. It does not have the original cut. It just has his cut, which is he's taking lines out. I think he's also adding some lines in. He's changing the color timing. If you look it up, I mean, he's changing it up because it's his. I don't know if he wants to say it was problematic, whatever the phrase he was using.
It came out 40 years ago. You're upset about movies that came out 40 years ago. Stop it.
James Cameron was with Terminator and guns.
James Cameron's an idiot. That's why. Yeah, that's what I love. I don't like Last Action Hero because a kid shoots a gun, but Terminator 2 was fine. I know John Connor didn't shoot a gun. He did everything but he loaded them. He reloaded them. He took them apart. He put them back together. Okay. Get off your high horse.
Yeah, the Crocodile Dundee happened to that.
Yeah, that was stupid. I'm never gonna buy that.
The encore cut.
Because a movie that came out, you're upset about again. A movie that came out 40 years ago. So for 40 years it was okay. Now it's a problem. Like Eddie Murphy when he apologized for Eddie Murphy Raw for doing gay jokes. Really? You're a comedian. That's your job.
Hey there, Sloan. Hope you're doing well tonight.
Tenchi, I like the Sonny Chiba Street Fighter movies in the order that they came out. The first one was the best. Return of the Street Fighter was pretty good. Street Fighter's Last Revenge was all right, but they're all good. I like them for what they are. But the first one was phenomenal. Still a classic.
Nippy, just look on Google. You'll find the details. People have talked about it in 4K Blu-ray forums and such. So you definitely find it online.
More Peter Hyams movies from Arrow or Kino. I'm in. Why not?
I mean, I haven't heard any news. I don't know anything that's upcoming.
Well,
yeah, I thought they were doing 2010, but I've heard nothing about it.
Will I get the Halloween game? Maybe. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it right away, but I might try to play it somehow. Be cool to play.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Yeah, again, of all movies, Manhunter. You're upset about? Okay. I hate this shit. I hate this revision, like executive decision. They, not that I like the movie, but they edited that, and you can't get the original version anymore. Okay. How about we get a version of that movie where Steven Seagal doesn't die in the first 45 minutes?
I'm trying to look up some info on this.
Yeah, when didn't Arrow say they were doing more Steven Seagal movies? Which ones do they do? I heard Under Siege 2 was getting a 4K, but I don't know if it's from them or it's from someone else. I did hear that was coming out on 4K. But they said they were going to do at least 2 or 3 more, and they were trying to work on more, so I don't know.
Okay, this is what Michael Mann says. There's some significant editing there. There was also some... Okay, there's some unfortunate lines of dialogue that I had an opportunity to excise.
Oh, unfortunate.
And even some, like, dialogue removed includes time is luck between Molly and Will. Like little snippets here and there they just took off for whatever he felt like. See the lines he thinks are awkward or what other stuff.
Good thing I'll stick with the Blu-ray from Scream Factory.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the best. Yeah. You might as well just stick with the Blu-ray.
Which is funny because I got it for a decent price, and right after I bought it, oh, it's coming out on 4K. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I hear this, and I'm like, no, it's not cool.
But it worked out then.
Yeah, I mean, I have it on Laserdisc and VHS as well, so you know, that's no big deal to me. But
shit. Beast Slayer, I didn't watch the new He-Man film. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 I never played, and Blu-ray added. I hope you're doing well tonight.
Yeah, Predminator. The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre is coming back to theaters next month for one day. I might go see it. We'll see. I got to see what day of the week that is. Well, no, Spielberg actually edited out the guns in E.T. Because when the DVD first came out, they were walkie-talkies, and then everybody got pissed about it, so they took that out, and then they put the movie back in print, and it was the original version. Not that I care, because E.T. is one of the most overrated movies ever. The only part I like about that is when E.T. gets drunk and he's walking around the house and he keeps falling, because I thought that was funny even as a kid. Now I watch E.T. and I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't care about this fucking movie.
Yeah, I think the Stream Factory Blu-ray, that's the one you have on Blu-ray?
Yeah. Do I have it nearby? I thought I did. Oh, yes, I do. Since it's right here.
So I believe that is the original cut.
It has both. It has the theatrical and the director's cuts.
So both. There you go. That's the way you do it. Give people the choice.
Fuck it. It fell anyway.
It's not that tough. Just give people the choice.
All right. Yeah, this one, which is out of print, and I don't know if it's still expensive or not. It was quite expensive for a while, but I got it. I paid like $50 for it, which was the most I was going to pay. I got a good deal on it. But yeah, this has the theatrical and the director's cuts on here, which I prefer the director's cut, but that's just me. But this is all you need. Or DVD, if you want to get it on. There's nothing wrong with DVD or VHS or whatever. You know, just get the original version. I don't want this stupid re-edited bullshit. Again, for a movie that came out 40 years ago.
Yeah.
You don't have anything to be upset about now?
Gozer Fabio didn't see the Odyssey. And Yo Mama's House, Fabio does have a second channel. He doesn't upload full time. He has his collection video up, so you can watch those. I don't have a favorite Twilight Zone episode. I don't mind the show, but I can't think of one that I would say is my favorite episode of Twilight Zone. Because I didn't watch it much back in the day like other people did. I missed out on the Twilight Zone thing. I remember the movie, and my favorite probably be the John Lithgow one.
Yeah, unfortunately, the movie.
Yeah.
I always feel like dirty when I watch it. So, but I usually skip the John Landis segment.
Yeah.
Because other people worked on that, you know, and it's not fair to them.
Yeah, they didn't do it.
Right, it's not their fault. So I just skipped the John Landis segment. I did not see Cobra Kai season 6. I haven't watched it yet. But if I had to pick a favorite,
yeah,
I think it's called Mr. Beavis. It's the one with Burgess Meredith where he's a bookworm and he just wants to read. So he goes like in this bank vault and then the world ends and then he's the only survivor. That one is definitely one of my favorites, if not my absolute favorite.
Oh, okay.
And the monsters are due on Maple Street, which I know is everybody's favorite, but that's a classic episode. We actually read, when I was in school, we read that. Like we read the script for it. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yo Mama, just type in the Italian Stallion 51 backup.
Yep.
You'll see his collection video, which he did a great job on.
Thank you. The one with William Shatner where the gremlin was on the plane, which they remade for the movie. That's a good one. The one, what the hell's the one with Charles Bronson? He was in one where he was like a robot or something. That was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was a bunch. I have you can't see it. It's up top there. You can't see it. But I have the box set, the DVD box set. And then I have over here, you can't see it, the 80s Twilight Zone, which is severely underrated. And then when they brought it back in 2002, when Forrest Whitaker hosted it. Actually, yeah, now you can kind of see it. You can kind of see it right there where my hand is. But so I have those. The one up top, it's all the way up top. The woke version that they did with Jordan Peele, I don't give a shit. So I think it was only on for one season. Nobody watched it. Well, I mean, it's just people are stupid. I don't know how many times I have to say it. You get mad about words, you're an idiot. Okay? You're stupid. If you don't like a word that somebody says, go do something else. I'll never understand it. But people have been mad at me my entire life for saying something that they don't agree with. What else is new? So get over it.
White Ramen did see the trailer for I Play Rocky. It looks interesting. I thought it looked pretty interesting. I thought the guy's doing a really good interpretation of Stallone, voice and look wise. The story of the making of Rocky is a good story to tell. I look forward to it. Comes out November or something. Looked pretty good. Looked really good. I look forward to it.
I had it wrong. I'm sorry.
What?
Mr. Beavis is not the name of the episode that I'm talking about with Burgess Meredith. I thought his character's name was Mr. Beavis in the episode. Because I was like, oh, that's where they got Beavis and Butthead from that. I don't think that's what they did, but I could have sworn that that was his character's name in the episode. What is it called? Time Enough at Last? I'm trying to see if I can find it here. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, it was the same season. It was season 1. And Bemis. Okay, so I was close. I was close on the name. So there you go. All right, whatever. But I used to love those. The Sci-Fi Channel would run the marathons on New Year's Eve back in the day. I used to love watching those. I have recordings of some of those digitized. They're not VHS, but I found them online.
Very cool.
Kendall, I remember when they brought the Outer Limits back in the 90s. I remember watching that, but I don't think I've seen any of the original Outer Limits, but they're all on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I've never seen the Outer Limits or The Boys or Gen V. Sorry, guys.
I don't give a shit about The Boys, because that was another show that everybody talked about, and then it got stupid, and then they complained about it like so many other shows.
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool, I don't care.
Hey, Bobby, hope you're doing well, man.
Yeah, remember the woke Candyman that was more woke than the original? Not that the original was woke, but there was only one good Candyman movie, the first one, the original.
Exactly. Nah, I've never seen a UFO. Can't say I have.
I've seen the band UFO.
Premiere from Dusk Till Dawn would be in my top 5 vampire films. Planet Terror, no, I like the film. Wouldn't be in my. I don't know if it'd be in my top 5 zombie films.
I agree about From Dusk Till Dawn, definitely. Hopefully they re-release that in the theaters this year for the 30th anniversary. We'll see.
Why Ramen? Are you talking about the new Mortal Kombat 2? You're not wrong. It is cheap.
I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't even watch it, but
ain't worth it.
I don't. That's what I hear. It was so good that nobody talked about it after the opening weekend.
It's on HBO Max. That's too bad.
You have to pay to watch that, or is it part of the program?
No, that was me. And thankfully I was paid. Otherwise I would feel ripped off.
There you go. From Dusk Till Dawn, from what I understand, they were working on a 4K. I don't know if it's done or they didn't do it or whatever, but I heard that they were working on one for America. Yeah. I think overseas it might have one, but here in America they were putting it together.
Yeah, that one I'm surprised hasn't had one yet. But I didn't get it, but the Kill Bill Whole Bloody Affair is out.
Yes, I saw. I don't remember.
Which that's cool.
If it was CK or Uncle Bill, but it was on Dead Pit. They posted it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good luck trying to get that VHS of it. It sold out immediately, and now they're on eBay for $300. I'm like, I'm good.
That always happens with that shit.
What they do. William Friedkin, great director. Oh, one of the greats, in my opinion. I don't give a fuck what Al Pacino thinks. That interview is great. I love it.
Yeah, people pre-order the Kill Bill. Very cool. Yeah, seems a lot of people looking forward to that release. So that's good.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. But
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, have not done it. So just been.
the original Twilight Zone is on Blu-ray. I think you can get it pretty cheap now, but I'll have to get it one of these days. But the '80s, I don't think it's ever going to come out on Blu-ray because I think Wes Craven directed a bunch of episodes of that, and like Bruce Willis was in an episode before anybody knew who he was and stuff. And the Grateful Dead did all the music, which was cool. Who's Jake Lang?
I don't know.
Is
So
that an actor? Who? I don't know who that is. Bang,
Yeah,
bang, Nick Lang.
Hey there, Samuel. Hope you're doing well. Eric Stoltz, yeah, he's depends. He could be a good actor, yeah. He was good in Mask.
Mm-hmm. Just not Back to the Future. I don't know why they haven't put out that footage. I guess they're afraid to or whatever, but it's like,
Oh, all the Back to the Future.
yeah, because they actually shot most of that movie, I think, with him. So, because they lied for years, they were like, "Oh, we didn't shoot that much," and then they were like, "No, actually, we shot most of the movie with him, and then we had to start over." What are you afraid of? Just release it. Well, Thomas Carter, I think Metro was like the only action movie he did. He directed Coach Carter because that was his dad, I believe, the real Coach Carter. I think he mostly directed dramas and such. I guess it's just some people aren't cut out for action. Maybe that was the deal. I don't know.
Or maybe like the film didn't do well, so he would not be given an opportunity.
Yeah. But Eddie Murphy said it was one of his favorites in an interview. Yeah, the Eric Stoltz cut. Let's go. We need that, and we need the Schumacher cut of Batman Forever. I don't know what the holdup is with that either.
I don't know if I've seen Rock and Roll High School.
I don't think I've seen it either. I know the music because it's Ramones, but
yeah, I might have seen it once. Maybe I saw that once, and the one I didn't see was the one with Corey Feldman, the sequel.
That's the sequel. Who cares about that?
I might have seen that once because I think PJ Souls was in it.
Yes.
So remember them.
It's been Clint a long Howard's time. In it too.
Who is?
Clint Howard's in it.
Okay.
Because when I met him, there was this girl in front of me. She asked about it, and I didn't know this, but he said it was supposed to be Cheap Trick, but they wanted too much money, so they got the Ramones instead. Oh, Thomas Carter directed the pilot of Miami Vice? I was not aware of that.
Hey, Wolfro number 1. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, Metro needs I have a bootleg Blu-ray of Metro, but it would be nice if they got an official one. I was hoping Kino Lorber would put it out, but I guess they don't want to, or they put out Holy Man. It was from it's Disney. It's from the same company, so I don't know what the problem is. I'd rather have Metro than Holy Man.
Holy Man ain't worth putting out fucking Disney.
No, who the hell wants to watch that movie?
Not even Eddie Murphy.
Danny McBride is doing a G.I. Joe. Is he going to make it stupid like his Halloween films?
Yes. Probably.
I thought that when I first heard that he was writing that, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a parody. And
I think most people did.
Yeah, no, he's serious. What? Danny McBride is going to write a Michael Myers movie? Okay. And then he did that. I think it was a year ago. He did an interview where he was talking about that and trying to justify their decisions. And I'm like, no, you guys just came up with this shit on the fly. You didn't have a plan, and then, oh, it's about COVID and it's about this. What the fuck? In a Halloween? Like, have you seen any of these movies? Okay. All right. Chaz, they've been talking about doing another Spawn movie since before the first one came out. It's not happening because Todd McFarlane is just nuts.
Yeah, Tom McFarlane. You can only talk so much. You got to have something. Okay, is Spawn the comic still around?
Yes.
Because I've never heard a single person mention a Spawn comic in 10 years.
Because no one's talked about it since 1999.
Exactly. Like that's why I was asking. Like, is it still around? Like, do people still buy Spawn comics?
I guess because they keep making them.
Just yeah, no one has talked about a new Spawn comic book in 10 years. Hey, look at this story.
Yeah, they. I'm looking at it now. There's four. Currently, there is 4 Spawn titles going.
And I bet no one has read any of them in the past 15 years.
They have King Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, and the Scorched. I didn't even know any of these existed. Because again, no one's talked about Spawn since 1999.
Teen Spawn, is that like Teen Booker?
I mean, if there was a King Booker comic, I'd read it. King Booker!
New.
You dig it, sucker? Don't hate the player, Goldberg. Hate the game.
Yeah, Todd McFarlane figures were really cool back in the day. I'll give you that.
Oh, those things were everywhere.
Yeah, Spawn had a moment. A moment in time.
About 30 years ago. But that was a long, long time ago. And that galaxy right here.
Kendo, we actually talked about before the whole Reddit Friday 13th thing. It doesn't matter because the guy can't release anything about it, and he deleted it the next day. So it was all for his own
the internet is
jerk off session. Right. He got noticed.
That's all he cared about was getting attention because he didn't get any that day.
And then probably Fred Mullen called him and go, "What the fuck are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing? I told you not to tell anybody."
Hey, Lord Malice. Hey there, Doomslayer. Hope you guys doing well.
That was weird because he was like Fred. I'm like, who the fuck is Fred? He didn't put his last name. And then I read through the comment, Fred Mullen. I'm like, oh, well, why didn't you just say that? I'm like, who the fuck is Fred?
Just Fred, I guess, is his buddy so much, you just call him first name, Fred.
What, are you on a baseball team together?
Okay, here's my question. Why don't you just release it without saying who you are?
Because they'll find out. They always find out. And then they'll get in trouble. And it won't be up anymore.
I mean, you lie and said, prove it. I didn't do it. There's probably other tapes out there.
Yeah,
it's Fred's fault.
There's not just one. It's just there's one that we know about. But it's just they always, because they're so anal about, like, what was the, like, speaking of Spawn, the Spawn work print just leaked. It wasn't anything special, but I figured that would have got taken down immediately. But you could still find it out there. But it's just some things they care about. Some things they don't. I guess because Friday the 13th is considered an active franchise. So,
according to that Crystal Lake TV show.
Oh, I can't wait to watch that. I want Velma.
The trailer looked great.
Yeah, Velma from Scooby-Doo is going to kill people. Awesome.
I guess. I mean, I thought the whole point was that people didn't know she killed people, and I thought it was like a spur of the moment, one-time thing, not Dexter.
These idiots, they just, they have to be getting paid. They have got to be getting paid by the studios. They hype all this shit up, and then you never hear about it again. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. No, it's not. You really think that this is going to be it? This is what's going to turn everything around. Okay.
It's going to be Stranger Things.
Stranger Things is gay. I mean, stupid. Sorry. My bad. I hate when I do that.
No, there's not going to be a sequel to Shelby Oaks. The first one was shitty enough. And I'm sure Chris Sutman is sad that these other films from YouTubers are successful.
He got it. He got in his feelings when nobody didn't like it.
He must have, because I reviewed a film called Ireland, and
I watched it. It was great. Great review.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, funny, he did not review this movie, Chris Stuckman. I wonder why.
He got all butt hurt.
He got bad. Hey, Jen, hope you're doing well.
Yeah, Blast Radius. When Halloween Kills came out, that's what they said. They said this movie's about COVID. They said that. I'm not making it up. That's what they said.
No, I remember seeing that.
Or was it one of them? It was either Ends or Kills. They said it's going to be about COVID. I'm like, so Michael Myers has COVID?
Kills, because that's why there's people. Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis said that with Halloween Kills.
Yeah, because that's what I want to see, a Michael Myers COVID movie. Okay, that's what John Carpenter set out to do.
Hey, Pork Chop, hope you're doing well. Thank you for the kind words.
Danny McBride did write The Exorcist Believer. I totally forgot about that movie until you said something, Scratch Bruno.
He did?
That's what he said. So I believe him. Not the movie, but I believe him.
Yeah.
And then they just finish another one because that's what people want, is more fucking shitty. I don't even like Exorcist. The only one I like is the third one.
Yeah, Julie Evans. Yeah. I don't know. They don't know what they're doing with Halloween.
They don't know what the hell they're doing. It's a goddamn right. They were going to do a TV show, and they canceled that. Now they're going to do another movie. Now they're going to do this. It's over. Michael Myers is 400 years old. Let it go. It's over.
Yeah, I've seen the Apple Down is Up. It's like if Rocky Horror Picture Show was on acid and Sut.
Nice. Well, to be fair,
yeah,
the second half of Rocky Horror Picture isn't that good.
Yeah, but the first half is still better than the Apple.
Right. After Meatloaf dies, the movie sucks.
Yeah, the movie died with it. I said that, and then people are like, what? I'm like,
did you not see it?
Whenever people talk about the film, they only talk about the first half.
Right.
Is it like a movie channel? No, this is a porno. The girls aren't going to be here soon.
I'm getting all coked up. I'm doing my coke right now to get ready.
Yeah, the titties are coming.
Dead ass.
Dead ass.
I never understood the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I never will. You go do what you want. If you want to go to your midnight showing and dress up like a girl, go for it. Just do it over and over.
I like the first half. It's just
right, and then after that, I'm like, okay, I don't want to watch this anymore.
Now Brad wants to be fucked by a guy or something. Fuck.
He's gay all of a sudden. He wasn't gay in the first half. Like,
I guess.
Oh boy. We're talking about Halloween, the David Gordon Green trilogy, where they had no plan. They didn't know what they were doing. And then Halloween Kills was like, it's about COVID. And Halloween Ends is about trauma. Okay. Can we just have a Michael Myers movie? Like, I don't know which ones I hate more, the David Gordon Green movies or the Rob Zombie movies. Those are not Halloween. I don't know what the hell they were, but they were definitely not Halloween.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know. I keep wanting to say Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is the worst one I saw, but the Halloween Ends was pretty bad too.
Everything, I know people shit on Resurrection, but Resurrection is a masterpiece compared to everything that came after it.
Yeah, I watched Busta Rhymes.
Busta
Rhymes over David Gordon Green's movies.
I watched Bianca Kalique's fine ass. So there's that.
She got an ass.
She does. I'm not complaining. She's a very attractive woman. The women that they got afterwards, not so much.
Speaking of Pacino, this is a side note. Anyone out there, go check up a movie he did, at least the trailer for Simone. It is so weird when you watch that, how that came true.
Oh, yeah. I remember when that came out. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. The movie, not so much, but the concept was cool. Now, look, here we are, 20 some years later.
I don't mind the film. It's not like a favorite. I don't mind it, but it is interesting to watch. It's about, making a digital actor and stuff.
AI and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's the way of today.
Yeah, Preminator Sergeant Slaughter was at San Diego Comic-Con signing and stuff. That's pretty cool. I love when people, oh, he wasn't really in the military. No shit, really? It's a work, brother. Like, come on.
All the flashback sequences of Halloween, where it's the one Dr. Loomis. What the hell's going on out here? The fucking him trying to be Donald Pleasance.
Which video are you talking about, JoJo? Because a lot of videos that I did where people had fun. So
the first Rob Zombie film I felt was way worse, having Butcher classic Carpenter dialogue. I can see that.
There's an interview with William Forsythe where he talked about that movie, and he was like, "Yeah, I know I've done a lot of movies where I curse a lot, but that one, that was a little much." I was like, "Hey, I'm with you on that one."
Yeah. I probably hate the second one more though. Fucking White Horses was Roy Rogers, which Trigger.
Rambo 3. What are we doing here? No, Rambo didn't. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. His horse was white, not Rambo 3. My bad. Sorry. What the fuck am I watching? What is this shit? It's weird because I love his music. I hate his movies. Like, I just.
Well, I mean, he could probably be a good visual director, but his writing is the shit.
Yeah, he can't write. Like his music videos are really cool because it's visual. You don't have to write that. You just, okay, here's what we're going to do. I have this idea. We're going to do this. Okay, cool. Yeah, but you can't write, dude. You can write songs. You can't write movies. Pork Chop Express. I love the Flash Gordon movie. That movie's fun. And Queen did the music. That's all you need to know. You saw Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 in the theaters and people walked out. That's awesome. The only time I ever saw somebody walk out of a movie was the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie Sabotage. This lady got up 30 minutes and left and never came back.
Yes, anytime you look at Rob Zombie, this is what you think of.
I love this.
Easy, boy. Stunning. Wait.
Wow, fucking wings. What's going on? Fucking white horse?
Yes. Fuck yeah. Deer Hunter, the scene in Halloween 5 where Jamie gets stuck on the laundry chute. Yeah, it's a great scene. It's shot very well and it builds the tension, and it's one of the best things about that movie. And a movie that doesn't really have a lot of good things in it, but for some reason I'm a glutton for punishment and I like it for some.
You saw old folks walk out of Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems. You're not saying it right. It's Uncut Gems.
Well, thank you, Doomslayer. Yeah, I like Indiana Jones 4 more than Dark Knight, and people got mad. Well, I don't want to say they got mad, but they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I like Indiana Jones 4.
Definitely got mad.
But they got mad.
I do. You don't like what I like. Yeah, who cares? Who gives a fuck what you like? Give a shit.
Like whatever I want.
Right, this is America. This isn't Afghanistan. We can like what we want. Right, the bridge is out. The bridge is always out.
The bridge is out.
What?
Oh, I wanted to ask Fabio your thoughts. We haven't talked about it. Chuck Russell.
Yeah, what the hell? Just out of nowhere.
Yeah, I guess Tuesday he passed away. The family didn't let people know until last Friday.
It's crazy. Because
What
he
was your
just
favorite Chuck Russell film?
didn't he just do a commentary or an interview for a movie or a Blu-ray
I
or
think
something?
Eraser's coming out, so he did like podcast interviews. Does
Okay.
Eraser's on 4K?
Well, I mean, I'd probably if I had to pick one, I'd probably say Eraser. I know people what not the Blob? No, like I'd probably
Eraser's
say
good.
Eraser because that was really like the Blob had action, but that was like the only straight up action movie he kind of did. Everything else was horror. It was a mixture, but that was what made him cool because he mixed styles with his movies. Like the Blob is horror, but then it has action. The Mask has comedy, but then it's got the comic book stuff in there. Elm Street is a horror movie. So he was a very diverse, versatile director because he could mix styles and do things that other people couldn't. But I'd probably have to say Eraser because it's just a straight up fun 90s action movie, one of the last kind of old school action movies from that era. And apparently him and Arnold got along very well and they had a great time and it was like cool. But he did some of the other films he did I quite enjoy as well. But I always really liked his work and yeah, I just couldn't believe it. It's like just came out of nowhere. Because I could have sworn that recently I saw some stuff recently with him and he looked good, he looked fine. I don't know if maybe there was other things going on or just a lot of times, it just happens suddenly, like, you know, Chuck Norris or whatever. But Squirrel,
Same.
I like Scorpion King. That was all right. I don't mind that movie. Bless the Child, not so much, but you know, he was a very interesting director. He did a lot of really cool stuff in his career.
Yeah. Yeah. Rest in peace to him.
One of your videos from years ago at one of my jobs, they thought I was Spanish, and then they wrote it on a paper, my name. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm sorry, but it definitely happened. Like I'm too white to be Mexican. Okay, like I'm not Mexican. I'm Italian. My family had to swim across the border, not jump over the fence. Sorry. Relax, people. It's a joke. Yeah, there was that skit that Steven Seagal did where he called William Forsythe Richie Forsythe.
Oh yeah.
He's nuts or whatever.
Yeah. Oh hey, Albert Turkey, how's it going? Lunchbox Eddie, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. But yeah, hope everyone's having a good Tuesday night so far. Yeah, I don't know why you would think Fabio's Hispanic.
I'm not. My whole life, that's what people think. I'm not Mexican, damn it. Like,
I don't see it, but
just because I eat tacos doesn't mean I'm Mexican, all right?
yeah, we talked about this before, but to give Fabio's opinion, it is weird that it's Disney, that's why. But yeah, Aliens should have re-released it for 40.
That's because it's Disney. And they don't care about. Well, it's weird because it's an active franchise, but they don't care about the old stuff. They want the new stuff out there. Someone walked out of Halloween when they re-released it. Okay, it's Halloween. Like, you don't know about Halloween at this point.
Maybe it was a young kid.
Maybe
he's like, "Where's the
blood and the guts?
Where's that talking about? What was it? That's taco. His food or something? Peanut butter?
Oh, that was the remake. He was talking about.
Maybe the big end of that is like, how come this guy ain't talking about dick and peanut butter?
Because they didn't talk about that in the 70s because people were normal.
Yeah, they got hookers
and cocaine.
Cocaine.
Yeah, I love that people complain about Halloween 5 and 6. I'm like, well, did you watch the ones that came after Resurrection? Those are masterpieces compared. I'd rather watch Tommy and his magical egg corns than Rob Zombie.
Oh, that's cool, Jojo. You're Italian like Fabio. Very cool. But you get mistaken for Spanish. Italian, I don't see the connection.
I don't see it either. Like my brother, worse. Like he always gets mistaken for Mexican. I'm like, we're not fucking Mexican. Like, look, I like Mexican people. I like Mexican food, but I'm not Mexican.
And they go to night school and get a B.
Right, bitches. And like white girls named Debbie too. Just look, just because we both like white girls named Debbie too, don't mean we're the same. So,
Who
apparently,
other this that movie will suck, but don't get mad. People get mad at you if you say that because if you say it doesn't look like Resident Evil, they call you a tourist.
well, Will
Or
Ferrell, I wish I was a porn star. Just saying.
you're half Italian, half Russian, but people think you're Japanese.
That is a hell of a combination.
Half Italian, half Russian. Okay. But people think you're Japanese? I'm like, that's interesting. Okay. Wonder what they think I am. Well, I've been called black, so
I heard you are black.
yeah.
I've heard that.
People were in that chat one day. You remember the guy was like, You seem like a black person. I'm like, thank you.
are. So
I don't know how, but I take that as a compliment.
I'm black from the waist down, but that's just me. So, and my ass identifies as black. Everybody was annoying in Halloween 5, but it's okay because they all died. The only one the one you wanted to live didn't get to live. It was everybody else got killed, so I'm okay with that. You can't be killing my girl Ellie Cornell. The hell's wrong with you?
Part Filipino, part Indonesian, part Chinese, part Spanish, and a little bit Nigerian.
That's a hell of a combination.
I'm boring.
I'm just Italian. That's it. You were like, really? Yeah. My name, like, you don't hear white people with a name like that. Come on now. Or like I told Kane, the wrestler, he goes, "Are you Italian?" I said, "No, actually, I'm Chinese." And he started laughing. He goes, "That was good." Oh, you know, Jamaral, I love big black booty bitches. That's my thing.
So I'll ask you a question because throughout many years, you've gone through the convention circuit, the highs, the lows. What do you see it going in the future for conventions?
I see it just being worse than it is now, and the prices are going to get higher and higher, and it's only going to be these, people that can afford it, and it's these fake people that already go to the shows that don't know what they're doing, and they don't know what they're talking about, and they don't know who these people are. They're just there because it's cool to be there, and it's cool to get autographs, and it's cool to get pictures taken. And I hate these people. I don't care. It's true. These people get on my nerves. These people are annoying, but I think it's just going to get to the point where it's going to be for just the people that can afford these ridiculous prices. And I'm not going to pay that. And I encourage all of you not to pay that. And when I would go, I don't go to them as much as I used to, but when I would go, and after a while, people, when I would make the videos about them, people started to recognize me, and people would talk to me and they say, "You're right about the prices." I'm like, don't pay it. The only way it's going to stop is if you don't pay it. And again, I'm not, shooting smoke, or people would stop me. "You're right about the prices." Well, yeah, well, don't pay it, dude. I'm not going to pay it. You shouldn't pay it either. But it's going to, again, it's going to get exactly. You are absolutely correct, Doomslayer. Yeah, it's just these fucking goofs, and yeah, that's right. The Mighty Duck. I'm Goldberg, the goalie, not the wrestler. It's these people, and I'm not going to mention names, but some of these people have messaged me personally and asked me, "Well, we should meet up at the show, and we should do a collaboration, and we should." I'm like, I don't think so. You go to the show, you see me, you say hi. We're not doing a video together. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. We're not hanging out. You do your thing, and I'm gonna do my thing. Okay. Again, I'm not gonna mention names, but
Right.
yeah, it's become this thing that everybody has to go to, and everybody wants to look cool, and everybody wants to get on the internet. When I first started going, the Dead Pit guys, it was the same thing. It was fun. It was always the same people. You made friends. You would hang out. It would be a great time. The prices were good. You actually got to talk to the guests, not okay, okay. You were actually able to like stay at their table and talk to them for a couple minutes and get to hang out and know them, or you'd see them at the bar after the show and you could go up to the bar and buy them a drink or they buy you a drink and it would be a good time. It's not a good time anymore. It's not fun. There's way too many people at these conventions. Nobody knows what they're doing. Everybody's annoying. Everybody's trying to look cool on the internet. The prices are getting ridiculous. The merch has become a joke because when I first started going, it was DVDs and it was Blu-rays and it was figures and it was Fangorias. Now it's look, I made this little thing. Okay, I don't give a shit. Like you know, if that's what you're into, no disrespect to any of you, that's cool. A lot of those people work regular jobs and that's their side gig, and I respect that, and that's fine. But I don't give a shit. Like I'm not buying something that you made in the parking lot 20 minutes before you got there. Okay, like that's not what I look for. But it sucks now, and I hate that it sucks because it used to be fun and it used to be a good time, and now it's become a joke and it's become a fad and it's become cool and everybody wants to do it, and the prices especially have gotten crazier and crazier, and I don't like it, and I know a lot of other people don't like it, but people don't speak out like I do or the guys from Dead Pit or other people, because you have the only way it's going to stop is if you do something about it. Well, yeah, Kane Hodder is great, and back in I don't know what it's like now, but back when I met him, I got to stay at the table, I got to hang out, I got to talk with them. They weren't pushing people along, and it was good. And I got to talk to him probably 30 minutes. I didn't want to eat too much of his time because I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that annoying person. In Friday the 13th Part 7, that one shot, no, I'm not that guy, but I ask about other shit. But I just hate it now. I went to one last year and I couldn't wait to leave. I could not wait to leave. I got there early. We stood in line for an hour because I don't buy the tickets ahead of time. And I'm like, I'll get there early and just buy the ticket there. So that took forever. And then everybody around me was annoying because people don't know how to behave in public, and people stink because they don't know how to shower, and they smoke way too much weed. If you smoke weed, that's fine. You do your thing, but don't do it around me, please. I can't stand the smell of it. And just everybody was annoying. I know I said that already, but they're twice as annoying, and people don't know what they're doing. I went up to God, what's his name? Robert Kurtzman from KMB. He was there. I was at his table. He looked at me dead in the eyes and just ignored me. I stood there for 2 minutes and then I walked away. I was the only person at the table. I'm like, well, I guess he doesn't want to make any money on an autograph because his prices were actually cheap. But I'm like, fuck it. I'm not waiting. So I met Cynthia Rothrock at that show. That's why I went up. Got to talk with her for a few minutes, but they were kind of pushing people around. I said, let's take a picture. Thank you. Walked around a couple times. I think I bought a couple things and then I left. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I can't go to these fucking shows anymore. I can't deal with these people and these prices and everything. So yeah. So I might go to a couple this year. It just depends on the guest list. But I think for the most part, I'm done. I can't deal with it anymore. It's not fun anymore. And yes, Sloan, it is awful because you get there. I mean, the closest one that I live to is Monster Mania in Baltimore. But that's still an hour away. Yeah, I'm standing there. We made eye contact. It wasn't like it was fucking awkward or anything. And there's 12 handlers, and he was only charging like $20. And I actually really wanted to talk to him. I really wanted to learn about, the special effects process for these movies and. And he's just looking at me, and then he just ignored me and started talking. I said, you know what? Fuck this. I don't need to do this. And that was it. Yeah, most of them that I go to are in Jersey. I try to avoid Jersey. Jersey's worse than fucking Baltimore. Baltimore is bad enough that I have to go down there, for doctor's appointments and stuff. But I'm like Snake Plissken. I'm in and out when I'm down there. It's Escape from Baltimore. They're spoiler alert. They're making a third one. It's called Escape from Baltimore. I'm gonna be Snake Plissken, so I can't do it anymore. And you can't even now, like Monster Mania, you can't even take pictures at the table with these people. They make you buy the photo op. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not spending another $50. Okay, next. Okay, next. No. What is this shit? So no, I'm done. If I never go to a convention, I'm definitely never going to Monster Mania again for many reasons. The Gary Busey incident is at the top of the list, but if I never go to one again,
For those who don't know what that is,
so 2023, yes, 22, 23, they had Gary Busey at Monster Mania in New Jersey, and he was there Friday night. And Friday night he was grabbing not just one; he was grabbing several women. He was grabbing their breasts and he was grabbing their ass. And apparently everybody was okay with it. And then Saturday morning, one person finally complained. Apparently he tried to take a woman's shirt off. I don't know how true that is. It probably did happen. And they didn't do anything about it until about lunch Saturday afternoon. I think he went to lunch and then he came back and all his stuff was going at the table and they told him he had to leave. And people are blowing my phone up because they knew I was there. And like, what's going on with Gary Busey? What's going on with Gary? I said, I don't fucking know. I already met him. And then through the grapevine, I heard what happened. But when I met him, apparently he's deaf, which they didn't tell me. And I'm trying to talk to him, and he's looking at me like I'm crazy. He was probably half drunk too, because I want to talk about Predator 2 and Under Siege and all these other movies. So I realized that I wasn't getting through to him, so I just picked the picture that I wanted. And we sat down and I went to go shake his hand and he goes, oh, I don't touch. I'm like, what? That's not what I heard. And then I got up and walked away and he looked at me weird. But yeah, so you got this guy that's grabbing women. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's me. Not that I would do that because I wouldn't, but I don't care if it's me or Gary Busey or whoever. If somebody's being a creep and grabbing people, I don't care, man, woman, whoever, you got to get them the fuck out of there. That's going to make you look bad. And they bit the bullet on that one, and they got away with it. Nothing happened at the convention.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just tired of all this shit that go like Alex Vincent. Alex Vincent got in trouble. Well, he didn't get in trouble, but it's frowned upon. He would go. He probably still does. He would go to these shows and he would hook up with all these different women. And he got caught at one of the shows.
Fans or
yeah, because I guess he's single. And all these
Alex Vincent from Child's Play would fuck fans.
Yeah, of all the people at these shows to have sex with, you pick Alex Vincent. No, I know I'm not Clark Gable, but come on now, like really, you pick Alex Vincent? But he got caught in the bathroom. Somebody saw him in the bathroom getting it on with one of these women, and they reported it, but nothing happened. And apparently,
did she have a Chucky doll with him?
I probably, because these women are fucking strange.
Well, he seems pretty strange too.
Well, he's definitely out there, and he got caught, and nobody did nothing about it. And he's coming to the next one in New Jersey. I'm like, okay, this is all this stupid shit that goes on. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you people doing? Like, I can't. I know I went like 20 minutes on that, but
no, I mean, Alex Vincent fucking fans in the bathroom.
Fucking fans in the bathroom. Yeah, I wish I was making it up, people. I'm not making it. It's true. Like, he's not the only one that does that, by the way.
That's like when Anthony from Let's Talk Resident Evil talked about
Alec
Baldwin pissing himself.
Yeah, and Thomas Jane, because he's a weirdo. But it's funny because you did that stream and I'm listening to him and I'm like, why does this guy sound so familiar? And then I looked at him. I'm like, okay. And then he mentioned Monster Mania. I'm like, okay, I've probably seen him. And then he's like, why volunteer? I'm like, okay, I know who he is. I've seen him before. I've definitely talked to him before.
Yeah, we definitely need you two together to talk.
Oh, him and I would have a
eventually.
field day probably.
Because
So,
for those who didn't see it, Anthony, like he said, volunteers, Monster Mania and such. He told stories like Thomas Jane never wears shoes for some reason,
hippie.
or even socks.
Yeah, he's a hippie. I've seen him. He just walks around barefoot. I'm like, no. You know how disgusting floors are? Like, the only place I walk around barefoot is here because I clean this place. So,
Yeah, and then Alan Baldwin apparently pissed himself
I'm
because
not
he left a
surprised.
bit of residue when he was sitting down somewhere.
No, but
Well, quickly, thank you, Dolph Gold. Sorry to hear about Monster Mania. My experience has been pretty decent, but I still see where you're coming from, and I hope you find. Well, I think you found peace with the con stuff. It just
yeah,
seems.
I definitely found pieces. I'm not fucking going anymore. Like, the thing was, back in the day when I first started going to Monster Mania, they were the best shows to go to. They were fun. The lines weren't crazy. Like I said, you could hang out at the table and there would never be an issue. Now it's a problem. I think when they started getting really big about 10 years ago is when it started to change. And then it really started to change after COVID. Yeah, don't be anywhere near Ron Perlman because he likes to piss on his hands, which is strange. I know he's old and he's going to die soon, but it's a little weird. So I didn't realize that Joe Biden and Ron Perlman were the same person. But, it is what it is. Sorry. Anyway, it's a joke. Oh well. Anyway, but I can't deal with these people anymore. Whether it's the people that go to these shows or it's the people that run these shows. And there's a lot of carny stuff. Like there's a lot of shyster stuff that goes on and people changing their prices at their like I've seen that so many times where, oh well, Danielle Harris is charging 80. I should charge 80. No, Stephen Dorff, you should not charge 80 and you should stop drinking so much. Because when I met him, he was drunk as fuck. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I was really looking forward to meeting you because I've always liked your work and you're drunk. Awesome. And I'm not paying $80 to meet you. Sorry. I wouldn't pay. I think I paid 60 to get a combo from Danielle Harris, and that was before she lost her fucking mind and started talking about her butthole on the internet to everybody. So there's that. So that's the other thing. But yeah. But who said it? Yeah. Or Cornholio. Yeah, bitches just be throwing their pussy at Andy from Child's Play.
Yeah.
Why? I have no idea.
And thank you, Cornholio, for the kind words. I saw that. Thank you. But yeah,
Right.
Would Gary Busey be in the top 5 of people you met that were not the best at conventions?
Yeah, because I did a video. That was a paid request I had where it was.
I'm trying to remember the other 4 because I know one was the guy who played Jason in Part 6.
Yeah, CJ Graham was on. It was CJ Graham. It was Gary Busey. It was Bam Margera. Fucking, I don't remember his name, but he was in Insidious because that guy was such a dick. And
not the main guy, but he was like
no, if not
Patrick Wilson.
No, Patrick Wilson. I never met. He seems like a cool guy. And I forget who the 5th one was, but yeah, Gary Busey was probably number 1 because what they allowed to happen, and then enough people complained about it, and they're like, oh well, guess he's got to go after he just grabbed 6 women's asses. What are you kidding me? Like, okay, cool. I see how you run your business.
No, H5, this be a name you wouldn't even recognize.
No, I can never remember the guy's name, but
is that the guy with the wouldn't get up for the person in the wheelchair?
Yeah. You won't get up to take a picture with someone in a wheelchair? Who the fuck do you think you are?
Because he played like one of the monsters, I think.
Yeah, he was one of the creatures. Not that I don't know. I've never seen
in Insidious. Yeah, there's
and
a person in a wheelchair, and he wouldn't get up for the person.
Yeah, and then he got pissed because no one recognized. Yeah, he was the old woman, and you're right, Gozer. But then he got mad because nobody recognized him. Because
why would they?
Right, exactly. Because he was set up next to Derek Mears, who was the nicest fucking guy in the world, and he was getting mad because, Derek Mears' line is too long. That's blocking my line. Nobody's here to meet you, bitch. Like, shut up. So, shut the fuck up. Nobody likes you. But yeah, I'm just again. I know I went 20 minutes, but you guys like to hear this.
No, it's fine. I know, like the Bam Margera. I know he was a trip
He
because
was oh
the
my god.
handler was fine. I know. He
Yeah,
said,
the guy, it was one of his buddies. He was really cool. Me and him got to talk for a little bit. He was a really nice guy. And then I guess it's his wife. I guess they were dating at the time. She was nice. I feel bad for her. I hope she knows what she got herself into. But he was like, he was. I think he's probably drunk. He was late, and then he just started walking around. And there's a line of people at his table that are there to meet him, and they had to like come get him several times. That show, I think they only did that show once or twice. It was very poorly run. It was very small. I mean, the plus side was I got to meet Jack Shoulder, who directed Nightmare on Elm Street 2, who was really cool, and Michael Berry. Michael Berryman's the best. Michael Berryman's awesome. I love that guy. And Rochelle Davis, who was the girl from The Crow. I got to talk to her for a while. She was really cool, really nice lady. And then Bam Margera. So there you go. But I'm just like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more.
because I remember doing that video, and I'm trying to think what that fifth person was.
I wish I could tell you, but I can't remember. But
I can't remember.
Yeah, the dickhead from Insidious. It was Bam, C.J. Graham, Gary Busey, and
Dude, I don't think you met Corey Feldman.
fuck no. Everybody asked me like, "You don't want to meet Corey Feldman? Why the fuck would I want to meet Corey Feldman?" So I can say, "Hey, you should probably stop talking shit about Hamer. I'm going to punch you in the mouth, and then I'd get arrested." So that's what he deserved because he never got punched in the mouth. So it's funny. Those people never seem to grow up. The ones that never got punched in the mouth. Oh, Kane, he was awesome. He was the nicest guy. I love him. You mean Mayor Glenn Jacobs? But he was the best. I love that dude. He was a trip. He was funny.
I know one that was really nice. You've talked about her, the girl from The Crow, the little girl from The Crow.
Yeah, Rochelle Davis. She was really cool. Yeah, I know. She's been through a lot. I understand, but she was cool. She was very given with her time, and again, I can't even imagine having to deal with what happened on that movie and then everything else that life throws at you. But again, I got to talk to her for like a half an hour, and they didn't push anybody through. And she had candy. She's like, "Here, take this." I'm like, "You sure?" She's like, "Yeah, you're cool. I like you. Have some candy." I'm like, "All right, cool. We're just eating candy together. This is pretty cool." So, yeah, MTH, bro. I would love to meet Dan from Elm Street 4 and 5 because he actually was Army Special Forces. So we can talk about Army shit. I wouldn't want to talk about Nightmare on Elm Street with him, but I know he does shows from time to time. There was one he did a couple years ago, but I couldn't go for whatever reason. I think that was the last show that Lar Park Lincoln did, but that's the other.
You tried to talk with CJ, and he didn't want to talk about it.
And CJ Graham's a dick. Yeah, I tried to talk about that. I wasn't good enough, to share our experiences together. Fuck him.
I know Paul Stanley you met, right?
No, I met Peter Criss and Ace Frehley. They were both great. So I'm glad I got to meet Ace because he's gone. But Peter Criss, he was funny. He was like yelling at his wife. It was hilarious.
About what?
Because like people would bring, it was like a 10-item limit, which sucked. I brought one thing. The handler was like, "Thank God." I said, "I'm not here to take advantage of people." I brought one item. I brought the 78 solo record. And she's like, "No, sign it here. No, sign it." He's like, "I know what I'm doing." He goes, "I'll sign it wherever I want." And he looks at me, he goes, Is that I said, "You're the Cat Man. You played the drums and Kiss. You do whatever you want. I don't care where you sign." He goes, "Okay, I'll sign it here." I'm like, "It's not that big of a deal." He's like, "You don't have to talk to me that way." I'm like, "Oh my God, what am I witnessing right now?" And he was cool. And then they were like, "All right, well, you got to go." And he's just like, "I'm talking to, we're talking. You can wait a minute." I'm like, "Okay, you're the Cat Man." but he was great. Ace Frehley, oh my god, he was hilarious. So he was really cool, but just like I would not want to meet Paul Stanley or Gene Simmons. I'm good. But yeah, Sloan, I didn't realize people were so frisky. They are. These people, they go to these shows. Hey, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. They're great people. I didn't realize it was his wife for a little. I'm like, wait a minute, that lady looked. Oh, that's his wife, and I got to talk to her for a little bit. They're great people. I think he broke his ribs. He was telling me he was hurt because he was sitting. He wasn't getting up. He was sitting down. He goes, "Yeah, I cracked my ribs," and he did get to play a little bit of drums. So it's like I got to hear him play the drums like that and live. Like that's awesome. So I took a video of it. So I was like, hell yeah. But yeah, Sloan, people get drunk and they get frisky at these shows, and I'm not about that. Don't be getting frisky with me. And I'm not going back. I'm not going to your room. We ain't doing all that. You stay over there and you don't fucking touch me, okay? I'll bite a motherfucker if I have to. Don't touch me. Christina Lease, who played Kyle, I heard she's a twat. I never met her. That's just what I hear. I hear she's not very nice to people. So, especially if you're a guy, apparently she doesn't like men. That sounds like a personal problem.
Well, that's no tap. I wouldn't like her either.
I don't want to meet her. What the fuck I want to meet her for? Who walks around barefoot? Psychos walk around barefoot in public. I was at the gas station the other day. This guy's walking around with no shoes on. I'm like, you're fucking crazy.
Alex Blue Flame did not see Deep Water, and no, I didn't see The Gardener.
No.
But yeah, very cool that Watchers get on Blu-ray. We talked about that before, but in case you missed it, you came in late. Yeah, look forward to it.
Oh, your sister met Vanilla Ice? That's cool.
Very cool.
I don't know why he couldn't get Chuck Norris's name right, but because he kept calling him Texas Walker Ranger. I'm like, that's not the name of the show, dude.
Yeah.
Michael Ironside was one of my favorite people to meet. He is such a ball buster. He is hilarious. He's got that dry Canadian sense of humor. He is awesome. I love that man.
Yeah, what did he say to you when he like?
I was wearing a CBGB shirt, which was a club in New York City back in the day where all the punk bands played. I know we're not allowed to wear the shirts because, we didn't go. I wasn't alive yet. Sorry. I can't control when I was born.
But Michael Ironside recognized it.
He saw the shirt and he goes, "Did you ever go there?" I said, no. He goes, "Fuck you." I'm like, I like this guy already. He goes, I got to go there. He goes, "You didn't get to go there." I'm like, God. I said, "I can't believe you told me to go fuck myself." He goes, No. I said, "Fuck you." He goes, "Go fuck yourself" is different. I'm like, I love this guy. Not only do I love his work, I love him as a person. And then he gave me a big hug and shook my hand. And, we talked about Sequest. And I was like, I fucking love this guy. He's awesome. He's everything I wanted him to be. Corey Feldman opened for Limp Bizkit. Oh, I'm sure that was a hell of a time. I'm sure that was a great concert. Roddy Piper was one of the best. I love Roddy Piper. I miss him.
Hey, Brian Sanchez. Hope you're doing well. I think you met. Have you met Michael Bean?
Yes, he was cool.
Yeah,
him and his wife are really nice.
Yeah.
His wife always comes to the shows with him. I did get to say hi to her. She was really cool.
It sounds like it.
I am so shocked to hear that about Gene Simmons.
Sorry to hear about your coworker. I'm not surprised though.
Yeah, I'm so shocked that Gene Simmons said questionable shit to women.
Well, apparently he did some questionable shit.
Oh, I'm not surprised by that either.
Yeah.
Well, Salvatore, I could do 4 hours on Jason David Frank. Sorry. I did do that. They're hidden now. They're not going. They're hidden, but they're somewhere on YouTube. They'll find. They'll pop up eventually. I got a lot of heat for that shit. Well, I told the truth. You don't like it? I'm sorry. Sorry about your damn luck. That's not my problem.
But I mean, for those who don't know, you went to a seminar. Is that the bet, or if that's not the correct term, like a
No, you're right.
school
You're right.
seminar,
Yeah.
and he wasn't doing really what he was promoting. He was like doing other stupid random shit. Like, did you need
Well,
to do?
there wasn't really a plan. It's just like we showed up on Friday. We worked out a little bit Friday night. Saturday, he got there late, so we were just like chilling. And then it's like, well, what do you guys want to do? It's like, it's your thing, like
It's your
like,
seminar.
right. And then there wasn't really a plan. And it's like, okay, well, you guys want to do some fight scenes? Yeah, what the hell? And then we were supposed to we went to his house. We were supposed to do a cookout, and then he didn't do the cookout. We got pizza. I'm like, well, there's nothing wrong with that. And then his wife was drunk, and she didn't know that we were all coming back to the house because she was trying to get everybody out of the house. And I'm like, okay. And I have all this on video, by the way. So I'm just like, all right. And then we went skydiving on Sunday, and then that was cool. But then he like tried to act like, because I had the balance of what I had it. It's not like I didn't have it. I had a check. And he's like, well, I don't accept checks. I'm like, well, this is like 15 years ago. People still took checks back then. And he's like, whoa, like you owe me money. I'm like, it's right here. Like, what are you worried about? And the check cleared and it was fine. There was no big deal. And, then all the other stuff that would come out later, which I already knew about. And then, well, I saw this. And well, you guys got mad at me. And I told you what happened. Like, I'm not going to sit there and lie to people. Like, who do you think I am? And it's like, whatever, man. Do you? Yes, Ace Frehley did his laugh, and I missed that laugh. So there you go.
No, never met Sheldon Lettich. Sorry, Alex Blue.
I'd love to meet him. I have so many questions to ask him. Oh, why can't people just not be disrespectful? Because people are assholes. That's why. I used to do an entire series of videos about this. Because they don't want to fucking behave. They just they do what they want to do. They think they're the only person there. They live in their own little world. Okay.
So, you speak of Power Rangers. It seems like with a lot of actors in that franchise, there's a lot of drama. Would that be a true statement?
Yeah, because I heard all about it. I didn't even ask. I just heard all about it. He would just go on and on and on about all the other cast members and this.
Oh, he would to you?
Yeah. He
during
did
the seminar?
Yeah, well, not at the seminar. It was like in the car, like
the car or the house.
Yeah, at the house and in the car.
He would just talk shit about the other people.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Steve, who was Rocky, the Red Ranger, who's up there somewhere. Yeah, Steve used to get high all the time and smoke weed, and he never showed up to the set, and I had to get in his face. And then he was banging the moms at his karate school, and they thought it was me because our karate schools were near each other. And yeah, and then Austin just lied about everything, and I want to fight Austin. And I'm like, okay, are you done? Like, I didn't ask any of this shit. I don't know where this came from. I didn't ask about this stuff. Just, oh yeah, Austin. He was Austin St. John and Jason David Frank. They would live rent free in each other's heads. And you would think, oh, you watch the show, they're best friends, they're the leaders, they get along. Nope, that ain't what happened in real life. So I'm like, okay. They both lived rent free in each other's heads until the day that he died. So there you go. Now that he's dead, it's a different story now. Now it's completely different. I'm like,
and also St. John, he got into trouble with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, too. I don't know what the hell happened to him. Like when I met him, he was fine, but he was one of
they have one appearance when they meet you, and
yeah, and then he was one of the million people that got in a COVID scam. Then he was talking about Hitler. I'm like, okay, all right, okay.
No, the fourth wall. Fabio was at a Jason David Frank seminar for martial arts, and
he did a couple
to train in martial arts. see some stuff, and then just in the car, just randomly, let me tell you about Alice St. John.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah, Amy. Yeah, me and Amy, we almost got together. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Amy
So,
Jo Johnson
yeah. Just
got together. Huh?
Amy's great. Amy's the best. She's sweet and I love her. And we almost got together. Okay, yeah, whatever, dude. Like,
That'd be funny. You said it with his wife.
well, he did because she was in the car. I'm like, oh,
Wait, what?
yeah, she was. But they that was his second wife. They weren't
Yeah,
together yet. But the first wife,
but still, with you,
I know, like
I
whatever.
almost fucked this bitch.
Yeah.
Well, this
Because he said that. He was like, yeah, like my ex-wife. I remember like we had a thing at my karate school, and my son, because his oldest son was there, who's that's a whole another story in itself. But
how so?
you thought his father was interesting. He's interesting too. There's all sorts of drama going on. All his kids, it's all drama all the time. It's very strange. His oldest daughter, about a year or so ago, I saw a video here on YouTube. She was at a Power Rangers convention signing, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is stupid. People are paying money for this for someone who was never on Power Rangers. I said, y'all are fucking dumb. Like,
Just because it's relative.
because her dad was a Power Ranger. Oh, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start setting up at conventions. Yeah, I know him. I met him. Like, here's
He could. I mean, he told you all these stories.
Yeah, here's a picture of us. I'll sign it. He's dead. He can't sign it, but I'll sign it. Like, I'll start charging money. If anyone can do it, I guess I can do it too. But
yeah, I'm laughing because that means if he told you, that means every seminar that he told a whole new.
yeah, he told everybody. Like what the fuck? But he's like, yeah, like my ex-wife and my son. Here's my son. Yeah, we know it's your son, dude. Like, he was a baby, and Amy was holding my son. And then my ex-wife yelled at Amy because she thought we were sleeping together. I'm like, well, were you? And it got like all quiet. I'm like, oh, there's your answer. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck did I get how do I get in these situations? I don't even ask. Why did the strange people always find me? I just want normalcy. Good God. Like, wow. And then, yeah, his son, about a year or so ago, I saw this shit on YouTube about him. Like, he was a registered sex offender and this and that. And I'm like, okay, all right, what the
ADF son?
Yeah, he was like,
I didn't know that.
He's like accused of rape or something. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What is it with Power Rangers? Like, what is this Power Rangers turning people into psychos? I guess when you get punched and you spark. No, she's signing her. I mean, I wouldn't put it past her, but she's
that
like
would be hilarious.
She's like a rapper, and she has like an OnlyFans. I'm like, okay, this is a joke. You people.
So wait a minute. This is JDF's daughter.
His oldest daughter.
Okay, hold on.
Not. I wish I was making it up.
So JDF's son became a sex offender.
Apparently, allegedly,
and the daughter became an OnlyFans.
Apparently, well, no, that's true. That part is true because I haven't seen it, but I saw the link, and I'm like, I'm not clicking on that link. So
interesting. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, and then I see her talking all this shit about, like, before he died, she talked all this. Now, again, it's weird. After people die, they rewrite history. But before,
now she does sell stuff,
right? But before he died, she would talk all this shit about him, like, oh, he's a deadbeat, and he was never around for us, and now my ear is ringing because that's the tinnitus. He's a deadbeat. He never paid child support. Blah 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 blah. He never cared about us, and I'm like, okay.
Maybe now I have a way to make money off.
Right now, I can make money because he was my dad, and famous people are very strange. Thank God I'm not famous. I would not want to be in this world with these fucking people. It's crazy.
Who's the guy he wasn't a Power Ranger, but he was on the show who was a murderer?
Well, yeah, there's both. There was a guy back about 20 years ago or so. there was a guy, he was an extra on the show, but in the media they said he was a Power Ranger. He wasn't. He was an extra. He murdered this family out in California. He was like a scam artist, and he was scamming this family, and they showed up to confront him, and he murdered them. It was a husband and a wife, and he killed them, and he like dumped the bodies in the ocean or something. Yeah, it was fucking nuts. But he was not a Power Ranger. He was like a kid in the high school in the background. Like, yeah, I think that was his name. And then a couple years ago, the Red Wild Force Ranger killed his roommate. He pulled out a samurai sword.
That's with the sword.
So,
Yeah.
yes, there is one that did, and then there's one that they said was a Power Ranger, but he wasn't a Power Ranger. And yeah, it's all again. I don't know what it is about Power Rangers. It's supposed to be this nice family, wholesome show. Everybody will be killing people, and they're on drugs and
Pulling out
banging each
swords.
other. It's all sorts of crazy shit be going on, man. That's that too much morphin time. It's fucking their head up. Can't be morphing no more. Fuck. But yes, Jonathan Brandis, rest in peace. Just such a sad story. Such a terrible story.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. And then same when Ace Frehley died, Gene Simmons rewrote history. No, like Ace was great, and Ace was never on drugs and whatever. Gene Simmons annoys me. Right, and that was the thing, man. Like Jason, I don't want to talk about Power Rangers. Then what the fuck are we doing here? Like, oh man, he was, and I know people get mad. People got mad at me, but I tell the truth. Okay, like you're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to all of you like these other idiots. You know.
Right.
Oh, yes, everything was great. Everything was fine. Life is beautiful. Ha ha. Well, it is, but I've been on production crews, Fourth Wall. I've definitely been on production crews, but not for Power Rangers. I would not want to be after apparently what went on with this show. So they did that about a year ago. What was it, like the dark side of Power Rangers? I didn't.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, you should watch it." What the fuck I want to watch that for? Like, I don't care. I know what happened. I experienced it. I don't need to watch something I already know.
I'm going to show Fabio something. Don't worry, there won't be sound. It'll be 30 seconds, but I'm going to show him something.
Uh-oh. What is this? What? Why are they babies?
Because it's Nick Jr., the Muppet Babies, but
Nick Jr. is just for me.
that's Ninja Turtles now.
And this is why I don't watch it. Oh, what? Why do they got a boombox?
Because
Is Bebop like a hip hopper now? Bebop like Dougie Fresh or something? You gonna start beatboxing?
Don't ask me. I just work here.
Yes, always add allegedly so you can't get sued. No, we're not allowed to do this. Sorry. White supremacy, even though Axel Foley's black. But...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Power Rangers. Power Rangers is interesting. It's interesting.
The Fourth Wall Live, you know Robbie Wrist? Wait, okay, are you talking about Robbie Wrist from the movies? Or are you talking about just it's Townsend Coleman from the 80s cartoon? So you know Robbie Wrist?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, him and from what I understand, him and his roommate got into an argument. So instead of acting like responsible adults, he pulled out a samurai sword and he stabbed him. That's what normal people do. So yeah. Amy Jo Johnson said she grew up in a church cult. Well, I wish I was in that church cult with her. Just saying.
Oh, the Fourth Wall Live? That's cool. How did you meet Robbie Wrist? How do you become friends? That's pretty cool.
Interesting. Meet the Parents 4. Who the fuck cares? There was really only the first one was good. The second one was okay. But yeah, I think did he get jail time or I can't remember if he got jail time or not. Or he got probation or whatever. I'm looking it up now. Oh no, he did. Okay. He got 6 years, but he actually got paroled, so he's out. He got out in 2020. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, wow, that was 10 years. I didn't realize it was that long ago. I didn't realize it was 10 years ago. Holy time flies, man.
That's really cool. After you trash Michael Bay's TMNT. That's hilarious. I need to check that podcast out. Very cool. What kind of podcast is it? You just talk about pop culture stuff or turtle stuff or what?
Turtles? Is there a Ninja Turtles podcast?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I guess did you hear about the Red Ninja Ranger?
Yeah, I think he's talking about Ninja Storm. That guy, I think he had a lot of personal problems, and I think he ended up taking his own life, sadly. But I think he had a lot going on in his world and stuff, and not the way they handled it. So
sadly, I don't have any information on that. I'm in the dark when it comes to that. But is he still with us?
No, he passed away. Like I said, he took his own life a couple years ago. But
so was it mental problems? Or
yeah, I think he had a lot of mental health issues. I don't know what or to the extent, but yeah, there was definitely some issues going on there at home, and
Jesus, there are a lot of dark shit with Power Rangers.
Yeah, again, like I said before, like you think Power Rangers, oh, it's great, it's for the kid. No, not really. I mean, once you get older and you find out about it, it's like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, it's crazy.
Johnny on Bosch seems cool.
Yeah, Johnny's normal. Like, I don't know. Johnny's a regular guy, just making movies and doing his voiceover work and his music, and he's got a family, and he's a good dad and everything. And I don't know. I guess Johnny was more well adjusted. I don't know.
And he did a great movie, Broken Fist, aka Broken Path.
Absolutely. I wish that would get a better release, but apparently not. Can't have nice things. Yes, Doom Slayer. Amy Jo Johnson is still a babe, even though she lost her mind too, but she's just a wokey.
The fourth wall, that's really cool. He asked you to do an interview with the director Sharknado because he was in it. Well, he looked out for you. That's really cool.
I didn't know he was in Sharknado.
Neither did I. I guess I didn't watch much of those.
I don't think I've seen any of them.
Walter Jones, I know about his finger.
Yeah, he was playing with a gun.
Can't do that.
No, you can't. And shot one of his fingers off. I didn't, for the longest time, I didn't realize. And then one day I'm like, oh, he's missing a finger? I didn't, because they would show it on the show. It's not like they hid it. Like, he would just be like, hey, guys, yeah. And I'm like, what? Like, and then, yeah, I didn't know. I thought maybe it was an accident or like he got infected. No, he actually shot it off. Him and his sister, he told the story on some podcast. They were playing, they found a gun in the house and they started playing with it and he shot it off because he was going to go in the Air Force, but you can only be missing one joint to go into the military, and he was missing two, so you can't go.
Jesus.
Well, Amy Jo Johnson, she's just your typical woke liberal woman, which is weird, but it's just like the shit she posts on social media. Like, I don't follow her I used to follow her on Facebook, and I can't because she started to get really political and this and that and the other thing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done, Kimberly. I don't know what the fuck happened.
The weirdest moment ever. Robbie was moving to Florida, saw me down there. It was only to move my daughter in. He texted me asking about it, so I had to send my daughter's number to him. I turned to my girlfriend and said, I just sent my daughter's number to cousin Oliver from the Brady Bunch. Life is weird sometimes. Then we went out and drank after we moved there.
Yeah, it is. It is weird.
Hey, that's cool. Hey, you got a story out of it. So
I
that's
mean,
all
you were
good.
drinking with Michelangelo. I wouldn't be upset about that.
Yeah. My favorite Michelangelo, Robbie Rich.
Yeah, he was great, and I like that he did all three of the movies. No, luckily I've never blown up anything and all that. I've definitely seen people get close to it, and especially in the army, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? You are going to blow your hand off. You are dumb. Don't do that.
Now think about, have you ever met anyone that was involved with Ninja Turtles? Because obviously you met Power Rangers, Jason David Frank and stuff. But anyone involved in Ninja Turtles you ever met?
No, because I mean, for a long time they didn't do conventions. Now, in the last couple of years, a lot of them started like, uh, I think Robbie Riss started doing them again, and Ernie Reyes and some of the other people. So it's like in more recent years they started doing them. But yeah, I'll have to try to meet some of these people.
I'm an older guy, so to me, he's cousin Oliver first. No problem. Man.
I understand, right? But that's what's cool. It's like he's been around so long. He's been in all this different stuff. You know,
Yeah.
people know him from different things. Oh, Lee Van Cleef was missing the top part of his middle. I did not know that until now. I never noticed. Yeah, Power Rangers, like there was always that thing where it's like, oh, it's cursed because you know, you get on Power Rangers. Oh, back in the day, it was this huge show. Most of the people never did anything after, you know, the show. Amy Jo Johnson did because she was cute and, you know, she was on Felicity and these other TV shows and everything. Johnny Young Bosch got into voice acting, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, it doesn't really help your career. It's, you know, you would think it would because it was this huge franchise, but back in the day, things were different.
Yeah. Now I know. I'll ask this. I know you don't have a PS5. It's probably too expensive now. Before it got that way, would you have thought of buying one before?
No, because there's not really many games that I was interested in. And plus, you know, you got to pay extra for the disk drive and this and that. I'm like, you're just
Or
fucking
you get the one that has the disk drive with it.
I would get the one with the disk drive, obviously.
That's the one I have.
Yeah, most of the games I'm just not interested in. Yeah, James Doohan, who played Scotty on Star Trek, was missing a finger. He lost it in D-Day. He actually stormed the beach in Normandy. So there you go. That's maybe why he was always my favorite. Bai Ling, she's interesting.
Yeah, I know.
She's interesting. I'll say that. She kept trying to
wanting you to get like more of her stuff, right?
She kept wanting me to buy stuff. I'm like, I'm good. I don't need your Playboy. I don't need this. I don't need that.
So she was like, her character in Crank 2 is like kept following Statham, kept following
pretty
you.
much. Yeah, she was pretty much her character in Crank 2, and I'm like, oh, okay. And there was cops there, and the cops were like, oh, okay, yeah.
The cops were watching her, or?
No, they were just at the show because they always have cops at the show.
Right, I know. Just...
There was, you know,
I mean, like at that point, like,
oh no, they were just walking around, and they just happened to be in the room when I was, and they're just like looking at each other, like, okay, like, can we move along? Because Chiller, that was the show where the guy stabbed someone or tried to stab someone else, and the guy was an undercover cop, and he pulled out a gun and put him on the ground until backup came, and Kane Hodder stabbed somebody by accident at a Monster Mania, and someone drove through the lobby at a Monster Mania, and yeah, he's fucking people.
Damn.
And then I think the last time I went to Monster Mania, they had the little girl that played Megan. and there was like all these dudes that were in their 30s and their 40s in her line, and I'm like, that's fucking creepy. She's like, I'm old enough to be this girl's father. I'm good. I didn't like the movie anyway. Yeah, that was a little strange.
Same.
That was a little weird.
I think you should have to wait at least a certain amount of years before you start doing that.
Yeah, I mean, luckily her parents were there, which absolutely, but still, it's like, no. If that was my daughter, no. No, 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 no.
The movie Megan, Preston. Megan
Yeah.
and Megan 2.0.
Yeah, Preston, Kane Hodder accidentally stabbed somebody because back in the day, you used to be able to bring machetes, real machetes, for Kane to sign. After he stabbed the guy, he couldn't do it anymore. And it was an act. It's not like he delivered, he picked it up to hand it to him, and the guy moved too quickly, but luckily he was okay. The guy was like, yes, Kane Hodder cut me. And I was like, okay.
I'll take the premiere. Ask this on Dip Pit, but I'll ask Fabio. Would you like to meet? Well, he's met Michael Biehn, but Arnold. Yeah. What would you ask Arnold?
There's a million questions I have for Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I mean, if that would be one.
Let's go two.
All right, two. One, the first one, I would just want to know more about Last Action Hero, like other than the obvious reasons. Why do you think that movie didn't make it when it came out? Like we know like we already know, yeah, it took forever to get made, and you know there was parts where it was uneven, and which you watch the last 30 minutes of that movie, it gets really dark, and I'm like, I guess that was the point, but I didn't notice that as a kid. I watched it a couple months ago. I was like, okay, okay, this is a different kind of movie, you know. Okay, but I would ask about that, and then you know why. The other one would be, you know, why did we not get Commando 2 back in the day when it was, you know, the prototype for Die Hard, basically. But I think he said like he didn't want to repeat himself. And I'm like, but you did Terminator, you did shitty Terminator sequels after 2. I would rather have had Commando 2, you know. Well, Predator 2 is because it was the money. He wanted more money, and they said no. So that's why. But yeah, Michael Biehn I met. He was great. Actually, really, again, him and his wife were really nice. I really enjoyed talking to them.
Hey there, Quiana, and Lord has become above. Hello there. Thanks for the kind words. He said some kind words to you, Fabio. Very cool.
China.
And Quiana, hope you're doing well. Now, yeah, Arnold, I would ask him about End of Days.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I know he doesn't like the film, which I disagree with, but
it's one of
he didn't like the way it was lit or such, the direction by Peter Imes. But what did you ask about Michael Biehn about, if you can remember?
Well, I told him, I said, you know, I know you hear this all the time, but in my opinion, you are one of the most criminally underrated actors. And he goes, well, I really appreciate that. He goes, well, I'll tell you, a lot of it was my fault because he had the alcohol and, you know, the other issues and stuff, which of course he's talked about. It's not like I'm spilling secrets, but he was like, you know, a lot of it was my fault, you know, with those issues and everything. But you know, I've had a great career, and you know, he got a little bit of a comeback. He was in Mandalorian and some other things, which was cool. And I really do like his podcast, but you know, with the stroke and everything, you know, you could tell he's struggling with some stuff. But
yeah,
and I was like, you know, I don't care what anyone says. I said Navy SEALs is fun, and he got a kick out of that. And I said Time Bomb was a really cool movie. It was really interesting. He goes, yeah, nobody ever really brings that one up for me. And I said, you know, I wish that you lived longer in The Rock. And he just smiled. He's like, I mean, I got to work with Sean Connery. I'm like, well, there you go. I mean, I can't complain, but really cool dude. I just always, from Terminator and Aliens and The Abyss, and, you know, he was kind of in that spot there for a little bit, and to be kind of a big guy. And again, unfortunately, he made some bad choices. You know, he let the alcohol take over, and he was difficult to work with. And But he's sober, he's recovered, and he bounced back, which is cool. But I just always thought he should have been a much bigger star and name than he was, and and I'm glad that people finally realized that.
Or the fourth wall, thank you for the kind words, but it's a great stream now because of this guy. Usually I'm here by myself and I'm pretty boring.
I'm nobody. I'm nobody important. I'm sure some of you are upset because I'm here.
Now, usually it's just me, and
You're talking shit,
my
man.
streams are pretty boring on their own. So.
You're talking shit about JDF, man. Okay, well,
me, I just talk shit about everything in Hollywood.
Because Hollywood sucks for many reasons.
Fuck them,
right? And fuck Jack Reacher. I mean, the guy that plays him, he lost his damn mind too. He's yelling like a girl about God knows what.
I know nothing about that.
He went off on all these rants, these tangents. I'm not going to get into it, but it's just
okay.
Shut up, dude. You're supposed to be this big tough guy, and you're crying like a girl in front of millions of people. Okay, dude. He's becoming his character from Blue Mountain State, not Jack Reacher.
Yeah, Onslaught. It could be an interesting movie. Michael Biehn, I know, is in it, like you said. I don't buy the lead. It's supposed to be these 3 super killer super soldiers, and then the lead girl's like 80 pounds.
Because that's believable.
And I'm like, if you got Stallone to do that kind of movie, it'd be like the better Rambo 5 we didn't get. I'd watch that, but
so disappointing.
Yeah, Rambo 5 was disappointing.
I saw that in the theater. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is not Rambo. This is not a Rambo movie.
Yeah, disappointing is a good way to put it.
Rambo would not walk into a situation where he would get the shit kicked out of him by all these people. It would not happen. It's not Rambo.
Yeah, I would think so, but thank you, Premier. Love the original Halloween 2. Guy slips on blood and passes out in the car. Well, he wasn't supposed to die. That's the thing. In the original cut, which you find the TV version, the last Starfighter himself, he was supposed to live. He would be awake in the ambulance with Jamie Lee Curtis's character. Jamie Lee Curtis, she's staring off. She hears something. It's supposed to be like a scare, but then he's alive. And then "we made it" is one of the final words, one of the final sentences, and then it ends like that. I still don't know why they cut it out. I think they should have kept it in.
Well, it doesn't make any sense because that's Jamie's dad. Because in Halloween, his last name is Lloyd. I'm pretty sure that's Jamie's last name. So I'm pretty sure that's Jamie's father.
I mean, it would make sense, but yeah. The last Starfighter, yeah, he wasn't supposed to die, so that's the thing. It wasn't supposed to be a kill.
Right. But they changed.
Oh, no problem, Premier. Yeah, go. You can find it on YouTube, I'm sure, if it's like alternate ending or TV cut Halloween.
Oh yeah, 2. That's been out there on YouTube and everything.
But yeah.
Oh, I guess not. I could have sworn that he was. Of course, it didn't happen, but okay, because in the movie it's just his first name. But I could have sworn that was Jamie's father. Maybe not. Maybe I'm overthinking. Speaking of that, I saw some dumb shit. I know we keep going back to Halloween. Sorry.
No, fine.
But I saw a video here on YouTube recently. They're like, yeah, at the end of H2O, there's a paramedic with his back to the camera and he doesn't move. That's Michael Myers. He switched out the bodies in H2O. I'm like, no, the fuck he didn't. You're thinking way too much about this because that wasn't even the plan for that movie.
It was the plan for the next movie.
Right. That's because that's not what I was told by Steve Miner. So there you go. Steve Miner said that the plan was when they signed the contract, this is the last Halloween movie. Michael Myers is going to die at the end. That's it. No more. Boom, boom, boom. And then halfway through shooting, Mustafa Akkad was like, well, wait a minute. What if we make another one? Because this one's going to make money. So we got to make another one. What if like we come up with this idea where, Michael Myers doesn't die, and then we can do a second one. And Steve Miner's like, look, this is what I was hired to do. I was hired to kill Michael Myers. What you guys do after this has nothing to do with me. But for now, this is what we're doing. And it's like, well, okay. So that's what they did. And then for Resurrection, they changed it. And then there's like, I've heard so many people say, well, the beginning of Resurrection, they actually shot that during H2O. No, they didn't, because the mask that Michael Myers wears in the beginning of Resurrection is the one that he wears throughout the rest of the movie. So they clearly did not shoot that at the end of H2O because they didn't think of, because that was what they wanted people to believe. And then, we're going to make another one. And then Jamie Lee Curtis contractually had to have a cameo in Resurrection because that was a part of the deal for H2O, because she signed, Brad Lorry explained that she signed for like 100 minutes of screen time, and H2O is only 85 minutes, so she owed them 15 minutes of screen time. So that's why she's only in the first 15 minutes of Resurrection. So that's the truth.
They actually put it in minutes?
Yes, that is what I was told by Brad Lorry.
I believe you. There's a weird fucking way to do it.
It is strange because that never happens, but I guess because they really wanted her to come back, and she was like, well, this is what I want. Okay, well, we'll give you what you want. And she got a shit ton of money. And, I think she wanted to be a producer, but they told her no. Then she lied all these years later. She's like, well, I wanted Deborah Hill to produce. No, you didn't. And it's funny because nobody ever talks about Deborah Hill, and she was a trailblazer and an important woman in Hollywood, but it's funny, nobody ever talks about her. So weird. Well, Brooks Phantom, the reason why the Curse of Michael Myers mask is in the opening of H2O is because they were going to reuse that mask for H2O, and then they only shot the beginning, and then they're like, no, we need a different mask. And then there's 20 different masks in that movie.
Yeah, Triana, I did see your message. We actually talked about that earlier. That was one of the first things I told Fabio. Hey, they were doing a Halloween 50th anniversary. And he's like, yay, great.
Halloween 87. Michael Myers cannot die. He don't want to die. He's never going to die. Can't wait.
Fourth wall, you have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. Don't worry, we're all advanced age today. Nowadays, everybody's advanced age.
I feel like it. Shit, I started doing like body workouts again just to try to, expedite this process. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I haven't used those muscles in a while. Okay, well, I better slow down. I'm not 25 anymore. I can't just get up and go and do it. I need to pace myself. Yeah, I'm waiting for Michael Myers is going to be 87 years old, and he's going to like use a walker to kill people, and
space.
Jamie Lee Curtis will be in we're going to space because Jason did it. So
go to space.
Jamie Lee Curtis will be in a wheelchair. I can't wait. I'm buying my tickets right now. I'm actually gonna, when we get done, I'm gonna go buy my tickets. I'm gonna buy two actually.
Wheelchair in space.
Right. I'm gonna see the early showing and the midnight showing. Because why not?
See the no show as an I'm going to go ask on no show and stay home and I'm gonna read this instead.
There we go. I'm gonna watch Halloween 4 again. That's a good movie. Because that was the last great Halloween movie. That's right. He never dies because you idiots, not you guys, but these idiots keep spending money to go see this shit. And that's why they keep making it. And then they complain about it. Well, why are you spending your money? Download it on the internet like normal people. Then you don't have to pay for it. What
Yeah,
year?
like the more Evil Deads, more.
That's what we need. I didn't even realize that new one came out until
It did.
I was one of the Dead Pit stream. I think it was the last one they had Michael Felcher on a couple weeks ago. And it's like, oh wait, there was a new Evil Dead. Well,
Evil Dead Burn.
what's going to be next? Evil Dead Freeze?
Well, no, they're doing another one called Evil Dead Wrath. It's a prequel to the first movie. Prequel.
All right, there we go.
It's called Evil Dead Wrath.
Evil Dead Sleep. That's what I'm going to be doing in a little bit here.
Evil Dead. But we'll be shutting down. It's 3 hours. It's a pretty good length. So thank you, Fabio, for taking the time.
Of course.
Fun like always. Thank you to people in the chat for joining us. 3 hours went by pretty quick. Don't want to go too overlong and such. So hope everyone has a good night and a safe night. For me, I'll be uploading every day. Upload the rest of Harry Potter for those interested in that playthrough. Many other reviews to come. Thank you, Quiana. Thank you, everyone, for the kind words. Yeah. Fabio is only available Monday or Tuesday. His schedule is very, very busy. But if the time comes, I'll have him on anytime. And he seems very gracious to allow his time. So,
of course, anytime we can get together and bitch about Halloween movies or whatever else, sure, because that's all we do. Apparently, we're always negative.
It's a negative world.
It's the world we live in.
Have a good night, everyone. Take care, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.